Happy Sunday, friends. I hope you guys are all having a good day. It's afternoon in some places. It's only 8 o'clock in the morning here, so it is early on a Sunday, but I figured I'd pop on here and check on all you and see how you're all doing.
Who's a bad girl now? Who's a bad girl now? Who's a bad girl now? I'm such a bad, bad girl.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Bo. Hey, Andy. Hey, Natalie. Hey, Sue Ellen from Paris. Marcy. Vic. What up? Annabella. Hey, just for you 24/7. Hey, Lurker. Lurker, I hope mom's doing okay. Vic, I gotta remember, I keep getting asked for the whole song and I keep forgetting to play it. I need to do that at the end of my live stream. I'll try to remember to do that. That song gets stuck in my head, but a lot of people have never heard the full thing, so I need to play it. Hey, Pointer Lover. Hey, Blank Slate, Lindsay, Zoya, Above the Trees, Sparrow. What are you guys all up to this morning? I figured I'd just come check on everybody because it seems like the internet is melting in certain sectors. I don't know what you would call it. The true grime, the misinformation cronies, they are losing their fucking minds. They're not true crime to me. Let me be truthful. These people are exploiters. They're opportunists. That's the sector they're from. But now that Seth and Chris and Katie, it seems, have decided to lay down their differences and come together for the best of Sebastian, because it should be about Sebastian and it's gotten so off track. The internet is imploding and they're just pissed off. Life is good, laying in bed. That's great. I love to hear that. Everybody here, for the most part, well, the little one's up. She's an early riser, like her auntie. And Kenzie has been up with the kitty, feeding the kitty. So we have to feed the kitty in an hour. So I will go in and feed the kitty. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Ellen. Lurker, that's good to hear. Hey, Dragonfly. Hey, Brianna. Hey, Mark. Pointer Lover, yard work. I did some yard work yesterday, but I do too, Pointer Lover. I think it's a great thing, but the internet doesn't seem to think so, because that they can drive that wedge for content. That's the necessary thing. One other thing I want to bring to attention before we just randomly talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. You guys can ask me questions. You guys can, whatever you want. Feel free. Fire in the hole. There's a video that was done on brothers underwater recovery, and I think people should watch it. Unfortunately, it seems that it just constantly is a bunch of bad actors that get involved in these cases to try and make a name for themselves or something. But there was a video done, I think yesterday, last night, this morning. I saw it this morning about that organization, and I would be very cautious. I would watch the video if you support them or anything, because it's pretty interesting. Absolutely. They drove that wedge intentionally between the parents. I mean, honestly, my opinion, but they absolutely did. The internet needed that divide, and now that they're coming together, and truthfully speaking, again, there's no facts to point that any of the parents did anything to him, so I think it's great. Hey, Kathy P. I know, Annabella, it is so wild to me. Pascal was live when I came live talking about it, and they're just, the internet's imploding because they don't want them to work together. They want all the dirt. They want to smear everybody. And then you have all these creators that are like, well, I'm still Team Seth. Maybe Seth's just doing it to get more information about Chris and Katie. I'm like, you guys are so fucking ridiculous. You live in a universe that doesn't really even exist. Like, everybody's being like, they have the mind of Veda. That's the scary thing. Ugh, Marcy, that sucks. Yeah, absolutely, Vic. I hate that it took him this long too. The damage is done though. Here's the fact. The damage is done. And the internet's going to continue to push. Dragonfly, yeah, I think there's going to be a lot that comes from his nonstop interviews and BS. The real angel, I am good. We did lose the one that was injured. The poor little baby succumbed to its injuries, and the vet thinks it had fading kitten syndrome. But whiskey's doing great. I posted a short of whiskey last night. Uh, just him little. He was laying on my chest after I fed him, and he just curls up. He sucks on his feet when he's trying to nuzzle in. It's so cute. Yep, Andy, I got it. I responded. Pool pump. Mark, we don't do any of that. It's all maintained. We have a pool guy that comes every week. I I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I can find out for you. I don't touch anything over there. I turn the little lever to turn the fountain on, and that's about as much as I do with the pool. Vic, absolutely. Yeah, Tori, it's ridiculous. Yep. Seth, Terry, you've seen it too about he's keeping him close. Good morning, Alex. They can't drive safe, chapped. They can't, Sparrow. They can't leave it alone. Kenzie was so broken, the real angel over that. She bawled and bawled and bawled, but she wouldn't let the baby pass away on its own. So she held the baby until it was terrible. It was horrifying. Well, Vic, here's what's going to come of it. Because I think that families need assistance usually. It's a hard time for them to work everything. But they had made an agreement through the family that they weren't going to do anything like that. That's why there was some contention about that to begin with. But I think what's going to happen is I think the internet is going to turn on them. Truthfully, now that they're working together, I think the internet is going to use that against them. It's kind of similar in ways to what they did with Wynette, Marvon, and Letitia, Marvon Sr. and Letitia. The internet got all of the stuff. Granted, Letitia was asking for money before it ever came to YouTube, so I won't discredit that. She was absolutely there asking for money. Wynette and Marvon Sr. didn't get money until after the fact. So differences in how it went. But I think that will be a point of contention with the internet shortly. I really do. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. The little one passed away. Hey, Stonefly. Kayla, whose word is shenanigans? Yo, what? Somebody claims the word? What? I'm sure there's a few videos of mine that have shenanigans in the title. What? Yeah, absolutely, Bree. That's what I'm hopeful of too. I really am. Zoya, I've been hearing that rumor too. I don't know if it's factual or anything like that, but I've been hearing that also, that people are like, I'm getting a refund kind of thing. Like now, especially since him and Seth are, I don't know if there's reality behind that. Yeah, they're pissed that Seth said F off. And what I think, if I'm interpreting Seth correctly, what I saw, which is very limited, was if you have a problem with me laying down swords with Chris and Katie, then you can basically fuck off. This should be about Sebastian. That's the way I took it. I didn't see him saying like fuck off to everybody that has helped. Like that's, but think about how many shady, in my opinion, organizations have been involved in this, how much drama has been, all of it. Truthfully, Seth and Chris and Katie, none of them, oh, I don't think any of them had a clue what they were walking into. Kathy P, that's another good question. It'll be interesting to see. Hey, Miss Brittany. Oh, really, Kayla? Oh, well, shit. I didn't know that. It's just a fucking word. I use it quite often. They'll have to. I don't even know who fucking says it's their word. I don't care. It's just a word in the dictionary. The thesaurus, the dictionary. It's in my Webster's College dictionary there. Blame it on that. Just joking. Hey, cheesy cracker. Sorry, guys. You're working. Have a great day at work, Brat. Yeah, I do too, pointer lover. Marcy, not that I've seen. Kathy, you're in here. Did BHB go to Tennessee? It's hard to keep up with all these people. Oh my God, CJ. Oh God, that I need to. Oh, that guy. That guy is something else. Oh, that guy just drives me freaking batty. I think it's just gonna go one way. It's never gonna stop, y'all. The internet's gonna continue. She's leaving tonight. Oh God. Buckle up for this week, I guess. It'll be interesting. Zoya, have a great day. Kiki's thinking he wants out. Kiki doesn't get to come out. It's beautiful here. It is beautiful here. I don't know, y'all. This is going to be intense. And I heard some stuff about Spanky. Kelly, I wasn't on late last night. I got off pretty early in the afternoon, spent the rest of the day, cooked dinner with my family, hung out, watched some TV. I popped into Deets and Queen Bee's, both said hi for a little bit, and then I was off. So I wasn't on late last night myself, but I don't know if they were on late or not. I have no idea. Kathy was on, I saw this morning, so I started to watch that. Yeah, Tennessee doesn't need BHB. Georgia didn't need BHB. She might go with Olivia. Oh, yeah. This is going to be a long week. Tomorrow, probably Alex. I'm just bullshitting this morning with you guys. I'll probably do tomorrow. I have the whole part 2 that I have time stamped and ready to go on CJ. Brittany J, unfortunately, is in that one. That little, oh my God, y'all. I watched the rest of that stupid video that she did. The first hour that I missed. What the absolute hell is wrong with her? Fuck, oh dear. How can you blatantly miss the point that many times? Tacos are acceptable. Morning, little Irish girl. CJ is Cheesy Cracker. CJ is CJ's Crime Concepts. Whiskey Whiskers, yep. He is okay, so what the limited knowledge I have on him, just a little backstory. He has had a channel for quite some time and like really got hot and heavy into the Idaho 4, the conspiracies around the Idaho 4. ran with that, wasn't able to like get himself booted into the algorithm much until he started on some of the more extreme conspiracies around Idaho 4, like the Brett Kopak, that stuff. He started getting some numbers, and then he decided with the Riley strain that he was going to go boots on the ground like JLR. Fucking more like whiny bitch on the ground. Anyways, I can't stand that guy. And his numbers exploded, so he has been on the ground searching, aka crying and whining about his fucking protection, given 150 for the last like 2 months. It's just been nonstop. And he basically goes live driving to and from the scene, drives around a few times, gets out a little bit, puts himself in a little raft, records himself, walks around, drives to some more parking lots, goes to gas station, grifting the entire time. Meanwhile, saying that he has to film all of his searches for his own protection, and then talks about drones flying around. Come to find out, it seems like the drones were probably from the documentary that was being done by the news channel, uh, getting footage, because if you see in their footage, the drone footage that they used for their B-roll, there's a lot of shots that I'm assuming that's probably the drones that were flying overhead. CJ is something else. Tacos are always acceptable, Vic's like. Little Irish, are they dating? Hey, Muffin Mouse. CJ is a douche. Soul Reaper. So is Trev 75 T Rev 757. That guy just, oh wow. Who don't you like? Teresa, maybe the question should be, who do I like? That would probably be a shorter list. Truthfully. Probably a much shorter list. I'm an equal opportunity fucking, yeah. I see what it is. I don't need to give fucking adults on the internet ass pats and gold stars for poor behavior. Hey, Wise Angel. Oh, absolutely, I do, Teresa. 100% I do, because he's exploiting a missing child. 100%. Right, Vic? That is a loaded question. Oh my God. Chapped. You would scare the shit out of him. Yeah, 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 Mark. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Alex, absolutely. He is absolutely. Oh, truth and transparency. Good point, pointer lover. Yeah, CJ is a complete whiny bitch. It is gross to see the amount of misinformation and BS he's put in this. He goes by the Proudfoot home over and over again, filming them, putting, their information out there. And then when Chris states, because he was trying to figure out how to get back up behind their houses and his parents' house too, he was like, oh, I need, as he's parked out there, this is what I'm going to show you guys all of this in timeline. Then he fucking cries and whines and goes on Pascal's and throws this big baby fit because Chris said, you come, like, there's no trespassing here, basically. He made comments very publicly. Do not come to my house. And CJ, oh, baby, they misconstrued, baby. Oh, God. Who do I like? I like Kyle, Kenzie, my littles, Kiki some days. The other three cats most of the time. Dexter and Bella, yeah. The kitten, yeah. My mama, my best friends, Bonnie, Christina, Casey, Michelle. Oh, God, I'm going to forget somebody. Sil, Am, Revival, T. Marie, Vic, Chica, Chico, Pika, Smiles, Sheila, Kathy P, Terry, unsupervised, Clemson girl. I like a lot of the people in my comment section. Crater wise, okay, let me focus here. Fuck, that list is short. Alex, Arctic Fox, Duchess, um, Tracy, I like Dietz's coverage on cases. Absolutely. She's incredible at debunking. I said Kathy P already. In the true crime sector, Malicious Intent, I'm just getting to know some of her content. Queen Bee, I like when she covers cases. Burnt Toast, I like when some of her shit is so fucking funny. Her giggle is the best. Um, Bailey Sarian, I can handle. She don't mess with active cases. Duty Ron, like Duty Ron. The list is so short. I don't know. I'd have to look at my phone and tell you actually who I like. Just the YouTuber, I saw that. Yeah, Lana is dangerous. I'm being a smartass. There's a lot of Vic. Yep, I like Vic. Actually, his husband does. Mark. He's talked about that on live before. I saw that Magnolia is. Yes, and Coconut Vic. That's our other dislike. Hey Beth. Yes, she does Little Irish. Brat. I like Brat too. There's so many names of people. Gray Hughes. I don't know Gray Hughes very well, to be honest. I've been called the female Gray Hughes a few times. Teresa, I like here's a good category to put me in, if you so choose. I like people who are real, who can make mistakes and do better. I am no better than anybody else, but I'm able to take accountability when I fuck up. And something to me that I take very highly in regard is victims and what they're going through. Most of us here have been a part of something extremely traumatic, tragedies. Everybody has struggles, everybody has crazy things going on in their lives. If you can't learn and grow from those situations, kind of like Brittany, and you just stay stagnant and everything, the poor world is out to get you, poor you, why me, like an entitled little asshole. And then you continue to misinform people and exploit people at their worst time, meanwhile crying that you're struggling and you can't quite wrap it around your head. That's on the list. I I'm one of the most passive people in real life. When it comes to the internet, I don't owe these people shit. Truthfully, I don't. They don't owe me shit, but they owe it to the victims to do better for them. And if they can't even recognize that, they're on my list of, yeah, chances are. Well, Teresa, truthfully, here's my thought on that. I could give two shits less about people earning money on social media. Honestly, I don't care. I couldn't tell you how much these people that I talk about they make. I don't pocket watch them. I don't know about their memberships. I don't know about their anything like that. I could care less if they were truly bringing factual awareness to these cases. Make that money. There are so many ways that this can be done ethically with compassion and empathy and done in the victim centered part that is needed. And that can be a job to investigate and look through the facts and really, and I'm not saying investigate like they're law enforcement, but really get detailed information that helps the case to bring awareness to the case. The judicial system, filming and restreaming trials, super important because people need to see the disparities in our judicial system and how our judicial system actually re-victimizes victims. I am all for people making money. Unfortunately, as everybody knows, our economy is in the shitter. People are struggling. So I'm not, if you're going to make money, do it. I will never sit here and go through and be like, well, there's no way nobody should make money and blah, 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 because that's not the reality we live in. News media makes money, but there's ways that it should be done that protects the victims, and that's my biggest part. Most of these people are lazy, scum sucking leeches on society that they feel entitled to do these things. Some of them couldn't work an actual 9 to 5, and I can take that into account too. It's given opportunities for people who couldn't work a 9 to 5 or couldn't get employed in that facet. But those people take that in high regard and do better and want better. I don't know. I hope that makes sense a little bit. Heather, I kind of do. That bird right there that you're hearing is the neighbor's bird that they keep trying to give me. This is the neighbor's bird. He says fuck. She was telling me he says something else too. I can't remember. He, that bird's crazy. Kendall Ray. I don't know much about her. Hold on, I'm going back up. Chasing Has, Liz. I've enjoyed listening to them some. Yeah, I've seen that, Kate. Yeah, that's incredible. What he donates is incredible. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. Is it can be, you can do so much good. We donate too, but we don't donate like I don't donate that much. I used to give you guys options, my members options, because I donate a percentage of my YouTube stuff every month to a nonprofit. And we don't donate like that because I've never even seen anything like that. So, but it all helps. Every little bit helps, and there's so much good that could be done. Yeah, absolutely a little Irish. Yes, yes, Vic. There you go. That's another. Yeah, Wise Angel. Yeah, Mark. Where's my wrench? We carry crowbars over here. Wait, what did you say to? I was reading the other one. Are you talking Jess as in Granny? What is J for Justice? Well, I'll just call her J for Justice. Somebody was in. She must go by her name too. Vic, I don't know. I'll ask. Yes, they take shortcuts in life. J for Justice. What the fuck? Somebody was calling her something, and I keep getting her confused with Granny's watching. We've always carried crowbar. Mark always gives me shit about a wrench. Where's Cash? We haven't had any consensual timeouts lately. Hey, it is what it is. Good morning. Nope, Marcy didn't listen to me. It's not my fault this time. Good morning, Oz. Oh, Mark, that bothers me. Did you see that video that I was talking about? Oh, Jessica Kent. Oh, the Lord bless it, Mark. Prison TikTok. Let me just tell you, some of those prison TikTokers. I tried to give JD Delay some credit because he was doing some Scientology shit. That shortly went to shit because he hangs out with Mark Leda. For those of you that don't know, no, I do not care for Soft White Underbelly. I like some of his stuff. Some of his stuff could have been, he had great potential. He's very talented. I will not take that away from him, but he put a 13-year-old in a see-through top on one of his interviews, and I have a major issue with that because that's exploitation to its finest degree too. But JD DeLay was associated with Mark Leda, and then started covering the Danny Masterson stuff, and the way he would talk about it and shit just irritated the fuck out of me. So I thought I was gonna like him for like 2 days. Sounds like a peaceful rainforest with planes flying over. Jay for jacked up, yeah.
When I go feed her,
Yeah.
or him, come show them.
Okay, Heather, Brat. Sorry, I always call you Heather. Brat. Hey, Heatherlicious.
Did you hear me?
What?
When I feed him, come show them.
Your hair looks really purple in the light today. His hair looks purple. She's been saying it on her live streams, Kathy, and I can't remember now, but people call her by her name, so I was just confused. Okay, Mark, you saw the one I was talking about. Thank you. Thank you. Oz, yeah. That's what I think they call her Jen in her lives, if I'm correct. Like people refer to her as Jen. Just like people call me Nonsense or Becky. It doesn't matter. She's really been going. True crime loser, if you need a break and a laugh. Oh, Vic. Yeah, yeah, Vic. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about with Mark. Hey, Daddy's baby girl. Who's that little Irish girl? Who's Fank? Yeah, Wise Angel. I was disappointed too. Go back. Don't take my word for it. I'm going to tell you how to vet it yourself. Go back down the timeline from like a year, 2 years ago, and you will see JD delay on Mark on Soft White Underbelly. And then the connections are all there. I was actually, it just really irritates me because Mark has no problem. And JD inflates and claims he has sources all the time that are unvetted. In fact, I learned that there were certain things that couldn't be done. It just, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I didn't see who's Frank. No, it doesn't matter, you guys. I just keep getting people. Who's Frank? What the hell did I miss? Good morning, Elizabeth. Oh, you know what, Elizabeth? I'm so proud of you. I did too. I'm amongst the employed again, and it's weird to be in the employment, but it feels good. Oh, Crime Sleuthin'. Was Crime Sleuthin' back on dates last night? I'm assuming that's who it was because she's always causing a ruckus. Maybe it was somebody else. Hey, Wendy. Yeah, I watched that, Wendy, this morning. I was just talking about that in the beginning of this. Wait, what? Frank released Delphi crime scene photos and hopped on panel at dates? What? Good morning, Debbie Doodles. Marcy, I am a habilitation specialist. I know. Thank you, Mark. I've seen that. Somebody popped in their comments. They've been in Spanky's. They've been in everybody that I talk about. They were in Brittany's when I was in there yesterday. It's been going around, but people know. Like, here's the thing for me. I do not. I don't go. Anybody sees bullshit in comment sections from an account like mine, you will know it's not me. People know I don't go into comment sections. Like, I don't go into their comment sections and create shit. I don't stir up trouble. Even the comment sections I go into, I'll make some silly jabs here and there or some silly comments, but usually I go in, say hi to everybody. Hope you're having a great day. I'll join the conversation a little bit, make somebody giggle, usually sing a song or two because my brain goes off into la la land and I just fried and then I leave. But I don't cause shit. So anybody that has an alt of me, they they suck. Oh my god. Yeah, her, the redheaded lady. Vic, you and me are the same. We're like that one. Whatever her name is. We just know they're problematic. Oh yeah, Wise Angel. Yeah. I've actually done I haven't done content on JD. Oh, see, that gets into the Scientology stuff, which I could talk about that too. We need to do an update on the Scientology stuff at some point in time. But Danny Masterson's victims, the way that they're talked about and how Danny Masterson is almost elevated to the celebrity still, even after what he did, that needs to change. And people need to understand that they kind of promote that, and JD does. Kiki, you're not coming outside. Mark, I learned that about Jay for Justice. Heather Licious, you know what I'm learning over there? is it has to go to a personal level for them because they can't fight in the arena of factual information. I'm learning that she is so typically, she can't just talk about like she's very, very immature emotionally.
Get him up, so
You're going to get him up? Okay. Oh, probably Liz H. I've never even heard of him. The Bangs. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Hildy. It's good to see you guys. Brad, did you go up there last night? Oh, thank you guys. Miss Britt. Um, I'm probably not that awesome at it, truthfully. No, I'm pretty good at it. But it's I hadn't had to take classes in a while, so it's fun. Masterson is a monster. Absolutely, Masterson's a monster. And you know what's crazy is he'll fall under the same youth offender law that we just dealt with Ham. He will fall under that same because he was under the age of 26 when he offended. Oh my God, Daddy's baby girl, same. Okay, I have so many questions over this Stacey Wandra stuff with the crime lines and bullshittery. I First of all, transparency is number one for me. I fucking can't stand that Brooks chick. Holy shit. That is just not somebody that nope. No, there's so much horrible shit I could say. Like truthfully, that is one I could drag so easily. So fucking easily. And it would just be for fun because what a fucking embarrassing train wreck. I cannot even fathom what people have done in these cases. Brandy doesn't deserve the shit. I can't with those people. Holy shit, I can't. BJ ended her live at 4:15. 4:15 this morning? No. Wait, what? Fuck, I listened to her once yesterday. I haven't listened to her again. Oh, Hildy. I don't understand the whole setup of the Stacey Wandra with Eve or any of those people at this point. So my jury's out on all of that, but I don't like crime, lies, and bullshittery. Brad, I love that. I'm gonna have to go watch. Masterson is sick. Yep. Kathy P agree. Kathy, are you still following the Turtle Boy stuff? You gonna give us an update on that soon?
you want me to feed him first and then you feed him?
Either or, doesn't matter. I'll be it in a second. Let me finish this one. I'm gonna go show you guys the kitty. Yeah, yeah, Wise Angel. Yeah, they've. There's been a lot of them in the prison community, kind of jumping on the Masterson trend, and I have no problem with them reporting stuff like that. But the way there's just things that don't happen. Having most of you understand that my sister has been incarcerated numerous times. My uncle was a prison guard. Like I've been around people a long time, and some of this shit, the way they talk and stuff, is just it's not how shit quite works. But I guess it's all for a show too. She's all over the place. Yes, she is. Hildy, right? I know. This is why it's refreshing to me. What the hell? She didn't start till midnight. What the hell? Okay, that's just disgusting, little Irish girl. That takes me back to what Voices Behind the Shed, aka not Voices Behind the Shed. There's an alt that says that. Never mind. I won't do that to that person. Voices Behind the Wall. Voices Behind the Outhouse. Voices from the Outhouse. I don't fucking know. The crazy bitch Cher. That's like her getting in with Dawn. That's so weird. Yeah, Oz, me too. Brandy's incredible. Wise Angel, I can't sit and listen to him either. Oh, was she? I don't like Turtle Boy at all. Hey, Woodstock. Crime, Crime Sleuth and just oof, Danita Fita. Yes, I mean, voices behind my balls, voices behind the shitter, voices from the toilet. You guys get it. You get it. You get what we're talking about. Hey, Donna, how are you? I've been kind of keeping up on the Daybell stuff too and watching Crush's replays. That's going to be intense. What the hell? Chad is his he's so involved. He's so involved. Anybody following that? Y'all, if you really want to see me get excited, not excited, but cult stuff is of high interest to me. Like that is a passion of mine. Okay, hold on. Little Irish girl, why does she do that?
Mom, hurry up.
Hold on, sis, I'm coming. I gotta turn him around. Hold on, you guys, I'm turning you on. The baby's feeding. There's the baby. There's the baby. I gotta go wash my hands right quick. I just spoke to Kiki. Be nice. Hold on, I'll take you guys back in there in a second. I gotta wash my hands. Yeah, the Turtle Boy shit is crazy. Morning, D-Mac. Kenzie's got the giggles. He's so little. He's at like 9 o'clock tonight. He'll be a week old. Oh, he's like, give me the milk. Look at him. He's a little pig. Look at him. He's like, wait, I'm just going to suck on your hand instead. Distracted. He's like, you made a mess. I cleaned it up for you. His little milk mustache. Sis's alarm going off to feed her baby. Oh, it did a little buddy. Little buddy. There you guys go. There's your kitty.
He's not even pushing it, and he's sucking it by himself.
Yeah, he just pulls it down himself.
Sometimes. Look at his ears.
His ears are starting to come out. Mama rejected this one. Mama has her others under a bush. Do you hear his little squeaks? Now watch when she pulls the nipple out. Look at how much he sucks on it. Oh, he's like, nope, nope, nope. Hi, little buddy. Want to see the cutest thing ever? Okay, he's starting to lift his head and neck. Of course, they're wobbly. He's not even a week old yet. But watch him. Watch him. Oh,
I made him go pee, so I had to flush
he's pushing off his back legs. Look at him go. He's hitting all of his milestones. He's a little roly-poly-oly. Little roly-poly. Oh, he's doing his little click thing for you guys. Here he comes. He's like, stop wiping my milk mustache. He says, stop it. Look at him, though. He's lifting all the way up. But he topples over. He's so cute. He's just a little baby. He's sucking on Kenzie's hand.
Wait, shut. Do they hear that?
Yeah, of course you can hear it. He's happy. Can you guys hear him? He loves belly rubs.
Look at his paws, though. Look what he does. So cute.
He's so cute. Do you hear him? Can you guys hear him? Look how he's just in the palm of her hand. He's so cute. All right, little buddy. You can go back to sleep. Look at him. Hola. Hola. Isn't he so cute? Little turkey. Then you got this one over here. She's like, what is going on here? He's a good little boy. He's sucking on his paw. The other night he was holding his one paw down with his other paw. It does sound like a wind-up toy, yes. I know. His legs, he's getting strong. He's getting super strong. He's like, look at me go. Look at me go. Here, get up. Get mad. Walk around. Oh, topple over.
It's because I touched his butt. Look at his tongue. Oh my god, get a close up of his tongue.
I can't. Kenzie's trying to.
And his tongue was sticking out.
Oh, little buddy.
Luna, come here. Come here. Luna.
He's got a heat pack in his little kennel in his bed. But yep, there's the baby. Luna says, that thing looks like me. Look at him. He's like a little. He tries to grab his feet to suck on him, though. It's the cutest freaking thing. He's like, oh, there's my paw. Wait a second. Yes. Yep. We use a wet rag to get him to go poo. And then you have to massage his booty. But yeah, a little bit. They're starting to come around a little bit more and be curious. They were really apprehensive about the other one, but now I think they could sense the other one wasn't going to make it, truthfully. But yeah, there's the little buddy.
Look at him. He's sucking on my finger.
He's so good. He's such a good little boy. Yep. He's just a little squirmy thing, though. I mean, look at him.
I can't wait till he opens his eyes.
He's so like excited. Swimming over here.
Where are you going? Look at his tongue. Can you see it? Can you see his tongue?
Uh-uh. He just likes to sit there. Run his little legs. Run, run, run. Oh, there's his tongue. He loves his neck scratched, too. Yeah, good baby. Okay. She's like, do I eat it? Do I not?
Watch. See if he'll do it. Oh.
Yep.
Topple it over.
He's like, oh yeah, he makes the sound back. Little goofball. Okay, there's your kitty content for the day. He's like,
forgot Smush.
Rub my belly. Rub the belly.
Where's Smush? Smush!
He's so cute. Yeah, he's got white socks. Yep.
And a little white belly.
A little white belly.
Look at his leg.
His head's getting so big. There you go. There's your sweet content for today. The baby. Luna says, I'm going to smack all you bitches. Eclipse says, let's fight. Okay, I'm going back out. Oh, look. Every 2 hours, 2 to 3, it depends on how much he eats. He's starting to identify. God, my house is a mess. Look at all the freaking toys. Just cats and hair ties.
Oh, look at here. Oh, she ran. Never mind.
She come over there? Yeah. There's Bella. There's the Bella. Here, let's see the asshole today. Hi, Kiki. Kiki says, don't talk to me. Dexter's still outside. You want to come outside, Bella? Kiki. You can't run away. You can't run away. As much as you'd like to run away, you can't. Kiki's like, I'm blowing this popsicle stand. Come on, Bella. You coming out? All right. Back to the good stuff. They're so cute. I know. They're my house is a mess. They have toys everywhere. Aw, they were sisters. They still hate each other. Luna and Eclipse are sisters. They beat the shit out of each other quite often. It's pretty funny, actually. Hold on, I gotta find my soda. Oh, there it is. Come on, Bubba. Guess what? We have scorpions, you guys. Oh, anybody with arachnophobia?
Yeah.
Don't listen to this. But they're back.
He's following me.
We sprayed last night for their food source, but they are back. It is time. So people are gonna, I'll give warnings on when I do the videos on them so people don't come in, so they don't get scared, but haha. It is almost time. And this year, I upped my arsenal. It's called a torch. Do, 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 do. Oh, heels. That's how it is here. It is so out of control. We have so many strays in this colony. It's so bad. And it's Kenzie's biggest point of contention. Like, it's her anxiety, poor thing, like over animals or hurt animals, or it kicks her ass so bad. She is. Smush is great. I don't know where Smush is. She's probably upstairs with Kyle. She's probably in my bathtub. Sorry, I'm going back and reading if you guys had questions. He's still not out of the woods yet. He's only a week old, but I'm hoping they do it. They have an underground communication system. What are you talking about, Dave's Forever Channel? What? Because I don't think that there's any breaking news. And if you're talking about shit ass video from Google Earth, people need to stop. Yes, blank slate, they do TNR, trap, neuter, and release. There's a whole thing here. And then they have feral colonies in the neighborhoods. It's terrible. It's shitty. Truly shitty. But my 6-year-old asked for a pet snake for his 7th birthday. He was so excited. Yeah, I'm not a fan of snakes. Cats are so messy. Yes, they are. All right. What do you guys want to talk about? Okay, so let's discuss. I've got a question. Should we do a question and answer session and you guys can answer me? What is your number one issue with true crime creators who cover active cases? What is your number one? And it's going to vary from person to person, so please feel free. I know it's going to be across the board, but what if you had to pick, what is the thing that you find to be personally, though this is just opinion based, what is your personal biggest gripe about these people? Speculation, letting speculation run rampant. Misinformation accusations. Oh, a one-way street. You didn't miss anything. We've just been BSing. Fake news. Insane misinformation and wild speculation. Anything but such. Yes. Lies. Spreading conjecture and bullshit. Interference with family and law enforcement. Thinking that they're a detective and putting horrible stuff out there about the family when they know nothing. When they do stuff like BJ and JLR does. Dramatization. The lack of critical thinking. They're doing it for their own gain, live streamers, wild speculation, injecting themselves into real lives of families. Right there. The continuous speculation, no info, but want to make it reality. Okay. Crazy speculations, misinformation, overly speculative, lies for dollars, how they make it personal. Misinformation, speculation, and blaming people for heinous shit, attacking victims and families when they are their own bias and not the facts. Woodstock. I actually heard Justin on TikTok. I was watching him and he said that he definitely has a bias. Like I'm not a journalist. I guess you could say I'm a social media. I don't remember the term he used. Something journalist, like social media journalist, whatever, tech journalist, whatever he called himself. But he's like, I can have bias. He's like, and I absolutely have bias. I tell you guys about my bias. When he was talking about Seth and Sebastian, like, or not Seth and Sebastian, Seth and Chris working together. And he was just throwing a fit and talking about his bias, meanwhile promoting his books. That guy, Justin on TikTok is something fucking else, let me tell you. But he knows flat out and then he just goes on a whole list of shit that wasn't even factual about this case. Misinformation. It's one thing to question things, but when they start making accusations with no proof. Live streamers on the ground. Yeah, heels, that's a big one. They point fingers at innocent people for content. Making money off lost children and misinformation. Contacting families. Digging into people's personal lives. That bothers me so much. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. Lying and speculation and calling it truth. Misinformation, lies instead of facts. Stalking families in crisis. That's a big one. Contacting the family. You guys are right on my brain. Making drama of everything, harassment to the families, putting misinformation for money, choosing a villain and degrading, making fun of him, putting blame on whomever they want, inserting themselves into an investigation and providing it as content as if they're actively a part of the process. Misinformation, disinformation, grifting, and they don't do their own research. Try to pimp money signs. Interviewing suspects. Yes. Hold on just a second. Sorry, I thought there was an emergency. Mostly drama. Saying they care, but they truly are only hurting things at grifting off the names of the victims. All of the above. Fake, right? Fake searching for views and money. We love you, Sprinkles. Welcome in. Biggest complaint about the two Kansas murdered in Oklahoma is the mispronouncing of the names and not knowing anything about this area. It's probably different than other cases. Absolutely, it's got to be different than other cases because it's a very small area and there's going to be a conflict of interest through that case. People know everybody. Like there's going to be some interesting things with that. That's such a tragedy too. And the way that even though it's, law enforcement has done their jobs, they actually kept quiet and they obviously had their eyes on what was going on from pretty early on. I like how they kept it out of the media though and just did what they needed to do. And I think people are going to continue to do all sorts of wild shit in that case. They make shit up. They harass innocent people. Using victims as titles when they don't have anything new, Sandy, that's a big one. Ah, heels. I was wondering. Just lurking. That is a big one. The inability to learn from their mistakes. The zero accountability. Paparazzi wannabes, yes. Yeah, a one-way street. I saw that. What the fuck? Falsely accused someone of, wow. Eating in front of the microphone, Pepper. I'm with you on that. Sorry, I am smoking though. Turning these active cases into some sick form of entertainment, not only contacting families, but digging into all their family and friends and contacting them, retrieving personal documents. No relevance, inability to change or see themselves. I don't care if they work together as long as they bring Sebastian home. Absolutely. I have not, Annabella, but I've been watching him a little bit more recently, and I have some major fucking questions there. Narrow-mindedness, not vetting information, playing the blame game, no proof of anything, labeling victims and families. Yep, yep. All of this is spot on. Vic, I did see that too. Yes. There's so many sad things going on. Oh, y'all Nana's not drunk. 1111 True Crime Shoes, something else. You see how that tip turned into something, right? Oh, Trish, tell me who it is. Please. I would love to see that for myself. Because I'll have a lot to say there. Going to people's houses, jobs, calling them, putting information on families that shouldn't be. Yeah, Betty, yeah. Sensationalism. You weren't discussing it here, but I've heard about it, Vic. I've heard about that. I've I've been I follow a lot of stuff through the news and like breaking news stuff, and I'll watch a lot of that stuff. I've heard about that case. We haven't discussed it over here. Run with false information, stupid titles. Yeah, kick rocks. Yeah, alleged true crime tarot readers who become obsessed. Oh my gosh, Wise Angel. I feel like that really discredits people who work in mediumship and do legit readings and things like that. I'm not against anybody can believe whatever they want. I am all for that. But I think these people use it as a weapon against these vulnerable people and their families. Yeah, a one-way street. Portraying as a behavior analysis. Yeah, analyst. I can't talk. Ignore me today. Bringing in minor children. We're going to talk about minor children and contacting them. Okay. Jalen Griffin, he went missing in 2020 walking his dogs. The cop told his mom he ran away, but she refused to believe it. He was found in an attic 5 miles from home. Was Vic, I think I might have that one confused. Was it who was the one that was found in the chimney? Zero self-awareness. I might have that one confused. Alex is great. Oh, heels. I'll go watch it when I'm done. Smacking their food, that drives me nuts. I don't understand why people. You're horrified. There's a big difference between inhaling and smacking. I'm on my phone, otherwise I would play her short, but I'm on my phone. Hey, Citizen Sleuth. Oh, Trish, crime, crazy, and critters on the farm. Why am I not surprised? Crime Stories Obsessed is not somebody I know much about, and I don't think I want to. All right, I want to ask another question. Okay, thank you guys for all of Harley Dilly. Thank you. I get so confused on some of these. There's so many. Hey Duchess, I hope you had a great weekend. Okay, my next question to you guys. Do you think that when a child goes missing, we're talking a minor child, let's take Kylie Rodney, for instance, as an example. Do you think it's all right for social media true crimers or people who are interested in these cases to dig on these minor children's social media profiles, pull up pictures of them and their friends, and pull information about minor children and then use it like we have seen done in Kylie Rodney's? We've seen it done in the Idaho 4. All of the friends of them were pulled and put everything. Granted, some of those were over the age of 18. Most of them were. But still, do you find that to be okay, acceptable, or unacceptable? I would love to know. Because I have a major fucking issue with that, personally. I have a major issue with that. And I've seen some people who don't even have channels do that shit. And they think nothing of it. They put out so many names, and this person's connected to this person, and it just creates a snowball effect. Making merch with victims' pictures. Life Rewinded. That brings up another good question. Do you guys think it's okay for creators to profit and turn it into some sort of merch, some sort of, without the family's permission? Because we see that happen a lot, and they say that it's all allowed because it's public stuff and they're not copyrighted or whatever. Altering Amber Alert photos. Oh, that's a good one, Pepper. Upchurch did, yep. Okay, so we're all on the same page about that. Okay, that's great. I'm glad to see that. Naming your channel the name of the victims, or how about saying that this is Summer's channel, for instance? How is that possible? With nothing from the families besides bullshit that they do to the families. I find that disgusting too. Or Sebastian's Army. I know Seth started some of that, but that's disgusting too. Tylee and JJ. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I forgot about that. Okay, Duchess, that's totally different though. If the family asked you to do it, that's a totally different thing. If the family consents and asks, I have no, like, if it's family directed, but a lot of these people are doing it without any family involvement. That's where I have an issue. If the family is asking for assistance and help, just like Duchess, I'll use Duchess again, with the billboard situation, I think that's incredible. I think it takes a village to help people. They're going through the hard enough time as is. Like, but I also have a very big difference of what I feel how Duchess's interview went with him, with the family, versus how other people's went too. And that's not bias. I didn't even know who Duchess was when I watched the interview. JLR's Army, yeah. In court, they use the minor victims' initials only. Good point, Mark, because that's something I go back to. Kids cannot consent. So now we have victims of crimes like Kylie Rodney, who was a minor child, and all these other minors being brought into it and claiming that they did stuff. Look at what they did to Sammy. Look what they did to her. You can have your theories and thoughts and all this stuff. These are minor children. These are minors. Yeah, okay. And so here's the other problem. When families are two parts, like you have a mom and a dad that have been separated, and you have multiple different, and they are not on the same page. How Do you think that that should be navigated? Like if one parent wants to do something and the other one doesn't, do you just not do it at all because one does? That's a fine line that I've wondered about. I think so too. I think that that's a great thing. Hey, Cash. Yes, Debbie, Duchess is doing a great job. Great job with that. They're still making, yeah. Oh, yeah. A one-way street. We talked about that Army for Jesus Justice crazy bitch. Oh, Idaho Charlie, thank you so much. I will definitely check that out. Creators stay out of it. I've seen, that's a hard one. If you're a creator, tell me what you would do. You have to do what is right for the child. Heals. That's very true. Oh, Pepper. That happens a lot. Okay, here's another question. Maybe I'll ask him in a different way so you guys can engage. Do you have a problem with, yes or no? Do you have a problem with true crime creators telling wild speculation and covering these cases for 6 hours on end when there's a fund for the families or a GoFundMe, a reward, something like that? Like there's other things that the families are trying to get done for their loved ones or their missing people, however the case may be. Do you find it unacceptable, yes or no, that a creator scrolls their information, their personal PayPals, Cash Apps, things like that, across the screen, knowing that families have funds that they're trying to raise? Does that bother you when creators scroll their? That's something I've personally had an issue with. Yes, my links are, and this is just acknowledging my own bias. My links are in the description always. I do not discredit that. Not in my description, in my about section or whatever that fucking thing is called. I never direct people to there. I don't even remember what's there. I don't scroll anything. I don't. I don't tell you guys to even go like the video or sub up. That's just not how I've ever been. It's weird for me to say that shit. It feels so inauthentic for me. So the scrolling stuff, though, I've been watching quite a few people, and what they'll do, I'm noticing, is some of them will scroll their own, but that they've included the parents, like Cash Apps and stuff, with theirs. So in my way of thinking, it's almost, I don't know if they do it intentionally, if there's so much forethought to it, or they're just doing it as part of it, but they will put their own information and, like Seth's, for instance, together in that scroll across the bottom. I think that's confusing because it's almost like some people would see that and think, oh, if I donate to this, it's probably going to that. I think there's no transparency. And this is an issue I've had from Jump because people will send Cash App, or not Cash Apps, they'll send like super chats. This happened a lot in the Marvon story. They would send Molly and Justin thousands of dollars of super chats, thousands of dollars. Like I said, Molly made $18,000 in 1 month just off of Marvon's story. And that was very early on. That was just YouTube. That was solely what she got off of YouTube. And that doesn't include an actual fundraiser or anything like that. That was just her paycheck. But people were sending super chats, super stickers, and would put in the comment section for Letitia, go see your son, like specific notes about that. Do you have a problem when people are not transparent and say, okay, this is not going to that? It took us forever. And they were back and forth. One would say that they were sending money over from that stuff if you donated to their super chats and super stickers. And then come to find out that never happened. Okay, Donna, I appreciate you saying that, but honestly, let me explain here. It takes a lot of money to run the channels. You have lots of money tied up in internet access and subscriptions. So, truthfully, if I was to break down what you having a YouTube channel cost me, I have a phone as is. That's here nor there. So, zero. I have a computer. I did upgrade my computer in the beginning just because I wanted to have a Mac, and Kyle got it for me. It's just a very basic MacBook Pro. I don't even know what it is. Anyways, the super basic, just for my audio quality, so I didn't have to do everything on my phone because I was doing everything when I started for the first like 2 3 months. All the videos, everything was done on the phone. Internet access, most of us have as is. So the extra subscriptions that I pay for YouTube Premium, which I would anyways because I don't like ads. I'm impatient. I pay for Viva Video for one of the editing things that I like to use, but I've had that for years. Um, I don't pay. I might pay for Pic Collage because I do use that quite often for my thumbnails. I don't use Canva. I don't use any of that stuff. I use Viva, Pic Collage, Typorama. I use different ones, but those are the ones I used when I sold LuLaRoe and did like graphics and stuff like that. So, but truthfully, the cost for me is there's no cost really. These are all costs that I would have as is. So when people say it costs so much to have, like, the only way I can keep this going, that bothers me. Truthfully, that bothers me because there's no, I don't know. Most of this stuff people have as is. Yeah, I love my MacBook. Music and streaming art. I do pay for personalized music because I use Licked, which is like $15 a month. But I wouldn't have to if I didn't want to. I don't know. Oh, Hildy, have a great day. Adobe Creative Suite. Yeah. I don't know Dark Horse because I've never used it on Windows. Yeah, it is. It's wild to me. Okay, so if we just talk about the cost of people's channels, though, like when people say that to you guys, people can do this from their phones. Like it doesn't take all of these. You don't have to have all of this stuff. You can have StreamYard free up to X amount of hours. Um, there's so many options. So when people use that, like, you're the only thing that keeps the lights on here at XYZ Studios, I giggle every fucking time. I think in this world it is so, and as fickle as YouTube is, like we've seen people lose their monetization over nothing. We've seen good creators lose it. We've seen bad creators lose it. Like it's just up and down. There's no consistency in their algorithm. So to rely solely on YouTube as an income when you have able-bodied adults in your home, I find it to be really scary. It's scary to me. Yeah, yeah. Little Irish Girl, great example. Yeah, Brett, I've seen that so many times too. People claim that they print stuff out, they do stuff. What for? What are they doing? I print off shit too all the time. I printed off all of the Ballard lawsuits. I have fucking hundreds, probably like 500 600 pages deep in the different lawsuits on that, and it's all printed out. And I've gone through and made my note. Like, but I did that for my own personal. That's not a cost of. That's me just being nosy and going through the lawsuit. Like I don't know. Does that make sense? Okay, here's the reason. Here's my rational thinking. Do you guys go into Costco and Costco guilt trips you about their overhead costs? And you're the only reason that the lights are on here. Like you're providing a service. If this is a job, those costs are incurred in the business costs. Why are you using that as a, does that make sense to anybody? Yes, cost of operations, right, Debbie? Like, to watch people use that as some sort of like, well, it's only for you guys. Meanwhile, they're exploiting these cases and these families that are, can't work. Or if they do work, they are berated for working because how dare you go back to work? Will you have a child missing? Like, think about that for a minute. You guys get what I'm saying, right? I hope so. I've never used Restream. It really, they do. It just seems so weird to me because it's not like you go into a restaurant and you're like, they come to the table and say, oh, well, the only reason why we could prepare your food today is because you're here. Like, it's such an emotional manipulation tactic. These are operational costs. This is typical business. If you're running this as a business, as self employment, like you're a general contractor, you're 1099ing you and anybody, you're whatever the case may be. If they have other people working for them, whatever. These are operational costs. I don't get it. Yeah, but they berate that. Fun fact, Costco's business model is to charge 10% more than their cost. That's interesting, actually. Yeah, okay. Cash. Only like paying for a cinema ticket. Plus, it's fick choice to donate. You don't, you do not have to, for fuck's sake. Exactly. Okay, that's where I'm getting like, it's so weird to me. It's so weird. It's something that I just, maybe it's me, I cringe about. I can't imagine. I just can't imagine. Life Rewinded, good thoughts. And I'm sure some of these bigger YouTube creators, these big ones, I mean, you have to be up there to really make significant money like that you're putting money in a, you know, an investment account or a retirement account. I think some people like that. And some people, of course, they have spouses who have, you know, whatever, they're vested in different things. They have retirement accounts, things of that nature. But a lot of these people don't seem to have that, any type of long term plan. Like, this is a cycle, just like we've watched with everything. And I don't think social media is going away for anytime soon. I mean, that's not going to happen. But I think that over time that things are going to adapt here. And what are they going to do? A one-way street, I hope all of them, because you have to. Yeah, heels, thank you. That's what I've been saying. Like, that's what I see. It's emotional blackmail. They're, and that's okay. I want to ask you guys, put a one in the chat, please. Be honest. You don't have to say the creator. How many of you have been hit up behind the scenes by your creator for money? I would really be interested. And I can put a one because I've been hit up by other people. And I'm not talking people who are going through struggles and say, hey, can you help share my GoFundMe? Not like that. How many people have hit you up personally in the inbox, creators, asking for money? Faking cancer, pretending, Pepper, that grinds my fucking gears like no other. Absolutely heals, I do too. Okay, this is actually scary. Wow. Wow. What the fuck? Okay, that's scary. That's too many. I was hoping there would be like two. Is it subs that are hitting you up or fellow creators? Right? Right, Vic? Me too. Hey, Kathy. Brat. Oh, you guys, and I'm terrible. Like, fuck, I tell myself. Two amazing humans sent me something on Cash App this last week. I didn't know about it for days. And you can't respond. But if that was you, I'm not going to say your names because I don't want to put anybody out here. But thank you so much once again. Like that, I never check that shit. So thank you. Whoa. Ay, 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 Wow. This is actually shocking. I know heels. That's what I'm like. I wonder, creators behind Patreon walls. Oh, for the internet bill. I think so too, Susie. That's what I've always said, that Patreon is that. I have to be really high to do. I mean, I do for people I really like, but sometimes I'm vulnerable. Trish, not gonna lie, that's great. So we know if we see Trish dropping super chats. Trish, you feeling okay over there? Put the card away. Trish, you do not have to bring the card out. You've had subs asked, but no creators. That's fair. Wow. When I heard that yesterday, I heard that that was going on. I've heard it before. I've heard it before, and I have actually been hit up. But I figured it was just random. The person that asked me directly without me offering is, yeah. I know, Vic, right? That's actually scary. Oh, shit, heels. That sucks. Duchess, Duchess is cloned, you guys. Just so everybody is aware, please let people know. I'm going to pin that so everybody knows that Duchess is cloned too. I have clones running around too. What, little Irish girl? You saw a creator post that they were not going to go live anymore because no cash apps. And here's the thing, I will be completely transparent. A lot of you already know. I have gone through hell. I think all of us have gone through horrible spots in life when we're like, just everybody has down and outs. I don't fault people for shit as far as like struggles and shit. The worst shit can happen at the worst times. We all know that, I think. But I think it's if it's like a continual thing and they seem to escalate it, like they start out asking for, hey, I don't have food. All right, that's a pretty easy ask. Like most of us are going to be like, hell yeah, we don't want anybody to go hungry, especially if they have kids. And then it seems to go up from there and up from there and up from there. Does that make sense? Susie, that pisses me off. That pisses me off. When they get their addresses and then they look at what they have and they think, yeah. Hey, Sarah. Pepper, before I came to YouTube, the last situation that I handled on Facebook was a lady who scammed over $10,000 in 3 weeks on a fake breast cancer scam. I have a real hard time with people faking illnesses for money. It's something that I take very, very fucking personally. I have been a single mom without Kyle around with 3 sick children. I've gone through the shit. I've had to ask for help. I've had to humble myself. I've gone through it all. But you don't have to fucking lie. And when people blatantly do shit like that, it pisses me off. Good morning, Mind of Monsters. Jesus. Wow, dear terms of service. This blows my mind. Oh, see, Trish, I like that though. That's amazing though. Cash, you're not a clone. Well, some days you are. Heather, I get that. Or Brett, sorry. I get that. Trish, I've heard that he does too. He does donate a ton though. I will say that. He's got a goal, and with that goal he does do a lot of good with that. I've heard through the I couldn't tell you the ins and outs, but I've heard he donates, and I've seen like his tallies and stuff, and incredible. I just don't know how. That's a lot of fucking money. Like, if you're making, holy shit, those people are donating a lot, which is great. Helps those organizations amazing. Hey, let's be honest. Oh, Life Rewinded. Annie from 10 to Life does stuff like that and puts it in her Patreon too. Ugh. This is actually shocking to see some of these. Multiple friends privately. Blank slate, absolutely. Oh, Pepper, it was bad. Hey, JB. You know, and we've talked about going to food banks and stuff too. Like, there is resources out here. I try to, like, when somebody tells me something, I try to find like resources without interfering or doxing them or, getting in that. But there are resources, and sometimes you don't want to do it. It's shameful, they feel like. But I tell you what, when you're in need, those are awesome options, and they don't even think twice about it. Let's be honest, it's good to see you. Aw, be real. She's like, no. Yeah, he gives a lot. Yeah, faking illnesses. Yeah, that's sexy Kyle in the pool. Yeah, Trish, it was really crazy. I am Mind of Monsters. I hope you are too. We're just bullshitting this morning. Yes, food pantries are great. A lot of kids' schools have food pantries. Heels is right. Yeah, we're not clear. We're not knocking on anybody going through hard times. We're talking about those who lie or manipulate or emotionally manipulate or do it behind the scenes or hit up multiple people for the same thing. CMC from Facebook used to do that all the time. She'd hit up multiple people for the same exact bill, and multiple people would have paid the same bill. She was sly about that. Oh yeah, Gray does a huge donation, Trish. Huge donations. Kelly Fustos. Why do I know that name? I know that name from somewhere. Woodstock. Did she show receipts of that? $20,000 to Dolly. Okay, here's another thing on TikTok. I bring this up occasionally, but TikTok, the battles. There was a lady who sent a creator over $70,000. 70,000. What is happening? Yes, dear terms of service. That is something that I really have been working on finding a way to like get in contacts with actual victims advocacy groups to, caution them locally here. There ain't nothing wrong with going to a food pantry. I'm telling you. Absolutely no shame in that, Rainbow Mom. No shame in that. Did he go to PI school at all? Sorry, I'm back inside. I'm trying not to work. Contonio's still asleep. Oh, he might be awake. Shh. We're whispering. Oh, blank slate. I love that. My mom goes to one, and she loves it. Okay, Kenzie says I'm not whispering anymore. Oh my God, the real angel. That's a good point. He does. He absolutely does. Oh, Kimber, that's amazing. Hey, Share Bear.
They're not whispering.
Kenzie says I'm not whispering anymore. What the fuck? 20,000 for PI school, and it was 5,000. It was only 5,000. JB says. I don't know why I know that name. A one-way street, but I do. Yeah, $70,000. Yep, $70,000. And here's what happened, Heels. She was going through a divorce, and she decided she was going to fix her ex by running their credit card debt up. And she was obsessed with this creator named Kenzie. Who's the guy, the TikToker that got the 70,000 from that crazy bitch? Jay, is that his name? The crazy blonde woman, the wild one on TikTok that always does the battles. That he was like, you sent me 70K, and she was like, I want it back or whatever. Yeah, who was the guy though? It was Ammo Barbie was the name of the creator that sent the 70K, and she's a fucking nut job.
I don't remember.
She sent it to some guy. I'll find it. I'll find the TikTok when I'm off here. $70,000. Her name was Ammo Barbie. She is a train wreck and terrible. The way she treated this disabled gentleman the other day was absolutely disgusting, and she got called out for it. But she sent this male creator over 70K, and she ran up their credit cards. Ran up those credit cards because she was going to fix him. Well, I'm sorry, but if I was divorcing you, no. Cash, I love that. That's amazing. Cash has got a kind soul. Yeah, Wise Angel, absolutely. Dolly tried out for Survivor. Did he even make the height limit? I don't think he's tall enough to do some of those obstacle courses. Revival. Yeah, dear terms of service, I agree with you. I love that you guys all do this in your communities. This is a great thing to see. Again, if you're going through hard times, that is understandable. We're not talking or cutting anybody down that has to use resources. Hell, I think we've all been there, and if you haven't, that's great, but they're available if you need to. There should be no shame in that. People need to eat. People need to keep a roof over their heads. Like, families are struggling. That's the reality. That is a super big reality. Hey, Phoenix, what we're talking about is people who emotionally manipulate or lie or scheme about things that are going on, who don't use resources but come to the internet like that and manipulate their audience. Thank you, Revival, for correcting that. Thank you all for telling. I don't know. That's crazy. Sorry. Brad, I did. That's right, Cash. We have all struggled. Everybody has struggled. Yes, one paycheck away from homelessness is the same for most people. Yep. That's why, like, I don't talk about my pool to brag. Yeah, I'm bragging about the weather here because I've lived in snowy ass cold places. I was born and raised in North Dakota, grew up in Montana, lived in Washington, Idaho, and Utah. I've seen nothing but snow my whole entire life. You want treats, you little fat boy. You want treats. So I brag about my weather. I am so incredibly humbled and blessed to have this house and have a pool here for my girls. But Kyle busts his fucking ass. That man works so hard for these kids and myself. He took on so much in this relationship, and he does it with grace. But we pay out the wazoo, and I never take that for granted. But truthfully, in Arizona, this is a very common house. Our house isn't nothing special. It was like a $200,000-$300,000 house when it was built. It's just because of the economy and the housing market that it's what it's at now. Cost of living is so high, be real. Hey, Zero. Oh, Dragonfly, I'm so sorry. He is a heifer. Yeah, they're crazy high. It's crazy high. Trish, if you add people to the list, let us know because we all struggle with the same thing. Tax Max Fax Thunderclap. What the hell is that name? First of all, I do have a Twitter. I barely use it. You can hit me up on Facebook under the same name. My Facebook is linked in the About section, I think. Yes, Lacey Ann, absolutely. Or you can hit me up at Gmail, nonsenseontheweb@gmail.com. Oh, dear terms of service it is. Heels. Peggy comes to mind. Peggy and her $100 super chats that she throws around. People like that money and will overlook all the speculation and the bullshit she puts in there because of those $100 super chats. Oh, Peggy. Kyle busts his ass. Oh, Hildy, we pay $29. I know, Brat, right? He's such a fucking dick. He's such a dick. That man is genuinely the best. We do have a pool boy. We have a pool boy. Kyle still does it, but thank you, Cammie. Oh, Dragonfly, I'm going to continue to send all the good wishes your way. I hope for you to get that. Woodstock, that's our market right now. Like, we pay $2,900 a month. We rent. We just moved here, so we rent, of course. And this is average. Like, this isn't, everybody knows this. I don't care what anybody says, but this is the average in this area. We have just a very general 4-bedroom, 3-bath. It's the typical size. Like, this is a very typical neighborhood in Arizona. Very typical, nothing extravagant. It's in a beautiful area. So I won't discount that, but pools are a dime a dozen here. Pretty much everybody has them. Ours isn't heated. It's a beautiful home though. Like, it's huge. It's a huge, beautiful home, but we take care of shit. The old house we lived in West Valley in Utah was built in the 70s, and we put in a whole new yard, front yard, backyard, garden spaces. We redid the entire thing. Kyle redid and backsplashed and tiled the floors. Like, we fixed that house up. When we moved out of there, we were paying $1,900 a month rent. When we first moved in, we were paying $1,500. It went up to $1,900, and then as soon as we moved, she jacked the rent up to $3,000 a month. Contonio is awake. But that's just how the market's gone too. What's the average price of the homes you've been working on lately here?
Between 1 and 2 million.
Yeah, and that's just an pretty average home too. They're nothing like extravagant. Some of them are really nice, but they're not like over the top extravagant. Or are those really nice?
They're not Park City homes. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
they're not like Fulton Ranch.
Fulton Ranch doesn't even compare to the Park City homes.
Yeah.
That's like 5 to 10 million.
Yeah. So that's pretty Well, some of these over here are 900, close to a mil.
Yeah, there's
The
some,
one down from your parents' house was
basically anything around here is going to be $1 million now.
yeah.
The market's completely changed.
Would you like to show them
What?
your floor?
What floor?
The one you were gonna, or the one you were doing the other day? Yeah, that's average here, Cami. That's a good deal here. That's a they're suing. Shit, babe. What was the situation? They're suing. There's a big lawsuit because there was a bunch of companies in Arizona who were driving up the price of rent. They were purposely. You want to explain it?
I forget the name of it. It was realsomething.com that would use an algorithm to set rates based on the renters and everything else. So this algorithm would explode the rates. I forget the name of it though.
I can't remember. It's been in the news a lot lately.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of what it was.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I'll look it up so you can tell them. So we're not just like blowing smoke up everybody's ass. But yeah, they were using here in Arizona. They were using an algorithm to artificially escalate the rental prices of everything, and it shows. I mean, we're paying probably $1,000 more than we should be right now. So.
Yes, Dragonfly. It's been great.
Where did we watch that?
I can't remember. It always does. Dear Terms of Service. There's always hair that comes out from under. Do you believe the market is going to crash soon? Hey, Chico.
It's got to do something because like 80% of Americans can't buy a home. You have to make well into the six figures to afford a home now, and that's just unrealistic. As for what it's actually going to do, I really don't know.
Revival said the younger generation will not be able to afford their own home for the most part. That's exactly right.
They need to stop corporations from buying homes.
Yeah, the corporate buying of homes is really crazy. They did the same thing in Memphis. Yeah, there's lawsuits right now. If you search Arizona rental markets, you'll see like there's big lawsuits. I think that's going on in a lot of places. Yep, Susie said the same thing. It's all being in. Do you have your pictures? I'm going to show you guys some of Kyle's. So for those of you guys that don't know Kyle, so let me give a little brief description. You guys can ask any questions you want to. Feel free. There's our counter. He did all of the backsplash in the kitchen and everything. Look at that home though. I'll have to do something with the video. I actually have some videos of his work on my YouTube. I don't know which channel it's on. I think it's on this one. Of some of the remodels and stuff he's done. Kyle and I we are not technically married. We have been together for a long time. He is not the biologic father of any of my children. Mackenzie is my only bio daughter. I raised my two nieces and have for coming up on 9 years. Kyle, when he came into the picture, I was divorced with 3 kids with all medically complex issues. And both of us had gone through divorces. And it was just crazy. But he stepped up and stepped in, and my girls adore this man to the end of the world. Kenzie threatened to kill him when he first started coming around. And now that's her best friend. That's her dad. She tells everybody that's her dad. She loves him so much. But he took on such a significant role with my kids.
Really?
Kiki.
Bravo.
Kenzie just let him out. But he is...
Oh, shut up, Cash.
He is a railroad engineer. He doesn't do that right now, but he has been a railroad engineer for BNSF and then for a short line too. But he is a general contractor, so he does high-end real stone. He worked on Post Malone's home in Utah. Oh my God, this cat. That is her dad, yes. And here is Smush. Are you babysitting Alana? Are you babysitting Alana, you big old chubby chubkins?
Should you say my name?
Huh?
Should we say my name in there?
What?
Yeah, she can say your name.
I can say your name.
You just can't be seen.
I just don't show you on camera. You want to say hi to him? You want to say hi?
Hi.
Yeah, Smush. Smush babysitting you. What are you watching?
Lucifer.
That's my this is my reader. She's like, you can say my name on there? Yeah, Kyle's a great man. Kyle's kind of like, everybody that's been around here knows Kyle really well. He comes on with me quite often, but he's been working for quite some time. But Kyle's kind of the hero in this story over here. So
Whatever.
yeah, he worked on. Do you have those pictures? I've shown him before some of what he did.
What post?
Yeah. He's not under an NDA anymore. He used to work on, so Park City has a lot of politicians and celebs that live up there. And there's a place called the Promontory. And it's like a double gated community. So it's a gated community within a gated community. And it's fucking crazy. Yeah, Revival. A lot of us have. Any good books recently? Vic, she is on this. I'm going to get chewed out again because I still don't know. Manga. Let me show you the one she's reading. Well, she already read it. She just got these two this week. And she's already read them. I don't. Grandmasters of Demonic Cultivation. Sounds so great. Heaven's Official Blessings. Kind of a confusing set here, but she likes whatever these books are. Whatever they are. And she read both of them already. Oh, wait, you're reading this one again? Yeah, she's reading it again.
I've read this several times.
She's read it several times. She's read through the entire series.
I've read the entire series.
She's running out of stuff to read. She's got. Do you have your list of books? I know, Cash. I figured I'd come on here and just BS with you guys. She's starting a cult, Cash. I know. I was like, I ended up buying, and my mortgage is $1,000 less than my rent was. Of course, I don't have a pool. Yeah, see, Lacey, here the market's so fucking high. Ugh, like it's scary. This home initially was probably, when it was built, I think it was in the twos, high twos.
The people across the street said they paid like $275, I think.
When it was brand new.
Yeah.
Brand new when they built. Like $275.
No, that wasn't brand new cost. That was.
Oh, when they took over.
It was a couple years old, but they bought it for like $275.
Yeah. And now it's $6 something.
In reality, like a normal world, this house should be probably like fours, low fours, but it's definitely not.
Oh, Kathy Peath. She loves books, you guys. She loves books. Absolutely freaking loves books. Yes, you can, Cash. You can join her cult. If you like cheese pizza, to read, Gatorade, Mountain Dew, chocolate. What's her favorite game? It rotates. Minecraft sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
She rotates on what games she likes. It kind of varies. But if you're down with any of that, Nana is your cult leader extraordinaire. Unless she wakes up in the morning, then you're going to get cussed out because mornings are not her thing. She's a morning person. She gets up in the morning, but she doesn't like when everybody else gets up because it invades her space. Revival, we have some amazing libraries here. Huge libraries. We actually have this huge used bookstore in Mesa, too, that she found out through her librarian at the school that we're going to go to. Yeah. Your parents' home is literally tripled in value. Oh, Trish, my girls, I sound like such a stern, strict parent. Like, it sounds so ridiculous, but they're really limited on screen time with electronics compared to other kids. They don't have electronics in their rooms. They don't go to bed with electronics. They don't have phones. They do have iPads. They have computers. They have TV. They have gaming systems. But we limit that because they can't process. Like, it's just too much. It's overload. And even what they do have,
We let the chain loose once and they started talking to people online. We don't need that.
yeah, all of these gaming systems, like we have all the parental controls you could ever imagine on everything, but they're still on these gaming things. Like one of them came running and was like, there's a chat feature here and this person's really creepy. And sure as shit, somehow people were chatting with them and they were older. So we had to get rid of that. But they identify and they're like, something's weird here. Risk is a good game. I don't know if I've ever. You are a night owl. I'm not a night owl. Yeah, see, they come outside too every day now that it's nice outside. They swim. She was chomping at the bit to be in the pool at 9 o'clock yesterday morning. Like, I grew up on a farm 30 miles out of town. Williston was the closest big town, and that was before the oil boom, and it was nothing. Had a Walmart, a McDonald's, a few other things. But
that's not Williston anymore.
Yeah, now it's totally different. Watford City is totally different too. But I grew up in a really, really small area. So it's so different to me with iPads and stuff. Plus, I think for my girls especially, they don't function well when they just dive themselves into that. Like their communication skills, like having conversations, they come out and ask us some of the craziest questions at night. Watch the news with us, do stuff like that. Like they're they're little old souls. They're good little shits. Oh, Wendy, take a book, leave a book. That's great. I'm gonna have to look for that.
We should. I could actually build one of those at the end of our.
That would
driveway.
be really cool.
Yeah, I've seen some people have those little.
We could do that. You and Ricky could build one, and we could put it up in the neighborhood.
What's Ricky gonna do?
He can hold it while you screw in the nails.
Yeah.
We have the best neighbors. Yeah, yeah. Oh shit! Welcome to Texas. Your friend thinks you're crazy for getting up so early. Yeah, Patricia, I was having that conversation with my 21-year-old, and I was like, it's crazy to me. Like, they can't even read. Well, she could read. She can read a map. But to understand, like, map keys. Do you guys remember when we were in school? Like, learning how to read a map key, an actual traditional map. I didn't have a cell phone until I was 17. And I traveled drove myself from North Dakota to Montana back and forth. We didn't have GPS. I didn't have fucking GPS on my phone. I think the first time I had GPS was in my mid-20s.
MapQuest.
I didn't even have MapQuest. I had maps in my glove box. Now, if I pulled out a map, my girls would look at me like I'm crazy and they'd say, "Where's GPS?" Oh, Patricia, she would like that because she thinks she's going to take over the world. The one that likes to read is the one that wants to buy Circus in Las Vegas and turn it into a homeless shelter. Holy shit, dear terms of service. I got an estimate of adding just a bathroom plus laundry room, and the quote for that was about the cost of the home. Yeah. Yes, map keys. Yeah, that's something that people don't really do anymore. Like, they don't know how to use traditional maps and stuff. I was a nerd though, so yes, I was the teacher's pet. Never been in trouble. 4.0 student. Went on honor roll trips. I was that kid. There's newspaper articles I've showed him on here when I was flown to Kansas City in like 8th grade for an environmental studies thing and was on national TV. Crazy, stupid shit. Like I was a nerd. I loved to learn and I still love to learn. Like that is something that was instilled in me very young. I have a couple aunts who have doctorate degrees in education, worked in the education system, opened a school. I homeschooled. I've kind of dabbled all over the place. But learning has always been something that's major to me. And my girls are finally starting. Oh, I gotta tell you guys, the middle one, Aaliyah, I was telling you guys she was in home ec. Well, she got to be the chef this week. She got to run the show. So they have to wear more fitted clothing, so no baggy clothing around, hot stuff. She was so stressed out, but she had so much fun. She loved it. She got to do her chef thing and lead the recipes. So today we have recipes that we have to make for this appetizer thing that she gets graded on. But she loved it so much. She thought it was the best thing ever. I think that's so cool though that they still have home ec classes. Those are basic life skills. People need to learn how to cook. I don't know how to sew. That's the one thing I never learned how to do was sew. I can cook like a mofo. In fact, I got butter out today to make cookies and banana bread, and I got cream cheese out to make you some cheesecakes. Spoiled. You haven't asked for cheesecake this week yet.
Well, I mean, I'm ready whenever you are. I'm gonna beg for it though.
I think it's so great. I had hardwood floors quoted for my home, $50,000. Doesn't that seem high for hardwoods? Are real hardwoods or laminate?
It does seem really high. That would have to be like a real hardwood, I would think.
I would think, yeah.
Usually, it's all charged by the square foot. So, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1 level, like 2,000 square foot. Yeah, that seems really high.
Job Corps, Rainbow Mom. Job Corps is such a necessary thing. I had a lot of friends, actually, Kenzie's biologic father, his mom worked in the kitchen in the culinary arts department at Job Corps in Montana in the Bitterroot Valley. She worked there for years and years and years. She retired from Job Corps, and that they had some great programs. Great programs. Yeah, I can't. Chico, I can't even do repair sews. You made a pillowcase. Yes, that was one of the first things they did was sewing a pillow. You were sewing doll clothes when you were 8. Advanced culinary, that's cool. You were a nerd too. That's awesome. Real hardwood, yet. Rainbow Mom, that's amazing. Job Corps is it's needed. It's a definite needed thing for sure. It teaches a lot of trades that are necessary. That's where you met his wife. That's awesome.
Skilled trades are going down quickly. A lot of the younger people don't want to learn the skilled trades like plumber, electrician.
Why would you when you can sit on fucking TikTok and say, let's go, send me gifts, let's go.
It works out good for me though.
Morning, Thor. Kyle is super handy. He is definitely, he went to school for vehicle mechanics. So I lucked out. Every single day I'm thankful because if I have a crisis, I call Kyle.
If we ever get a locomotive, I can fix that too.
Let's not get a train. My grandpa would be happy with that though too. He loved his cheap trains. Trade schools, yeah. Trade schools are a big thing.
Hey, Mark.
Those are the forgotten things. Like people forget farmers, ranchers, skilled trades like that. That's a big deal. Those are things that make the world go round.
I crochet little Converse booties for the dogs.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Life Rewinded, I have not yet. I will when I get off here. Your husband can't do shit. Oh, see, Chico, that's amazing. Barber, like, that's another one. Yeah, Cash, that's true. Yes, Kathy, your husband. Your hubby's great too. A lot of you guys have great hubbies. Oh, that's cool, Wendy. See, I can't sew. My sister can sew. She can sew. She got the crocheting and the sewing and all that stuff. I got the cooking and the baking and the shit talking. You're coming over for dessert. Come on over. Yeah, Lacey, he adapts. He definitely is a jack of all trades.
I'm a master of none.
I wasn't going to say that. I wasn't going to say that. Job Corps, yeah. You're back from your pup walk. Yeah. Didn't learn it. Trish.
It's not a dinghy, it's a kayak.
Digging trenches. Kyle hates doing plumbing stuff. Like if we have something in the house that needs fixed, of course, even though we rent and we could call and have some, he's a general contractor. That would be ridiculous. So Kenzie just gives him a honey-do list. Like her toilet was leaking around the bottom. He hates plumbing. Like plumbing is the one thing. He gets electrocuted quite often. He's kind of he kind of has a shocking personality. But plumbing isn't his thing. Your husband's an HVAC guy. He works as, oh yeah.
Yep, HVAC and plumbing. If you, the smartest thing to do.
This is Kyle.
Like,
This is my other half. This is the better half. This is
the
Cantonio.
the plumbers and HVAC guys are in a really good spot because they can apprenticeship and they can work their way up to a level. They can work throughout their career making a lot of money, but then when they get to the part where their body breaks down and they can't work,
Yeah.
then they run the company. So I've never known a poor plumber. They make real good money.
Chico, I can see you being an honor roll student too. I can see that. Totally see that. There's a lot of smart people around here. Truth is, I'm a butcher. Be real. Kyle's nephew is a butcher. He taught himself. He's self-taught. He got into it and he's, what is he, 19, 20?
Yeah.
He's like 19 and incredible. He was here. They were visiting a month ago or so. And it was great to talk to him. My brother started out bagging groceries in a grocery store that my uncle managed. It was a Western family brand. It was in Ronan, Montana. And he moved his way up to the produce department from bagging groceries. He took over the produce department, managed that. And then he eventually took over the meat cutting. Through high school, he was doing that. And after high school. And but he's so smart. Now he's traveling all over the globe and does tech shit. So my brother's like stupid smart, crazy fucking smart. When I was in middle school, he was writing diagrams on how to make engines run on magnets. Like, just his brain works in so many different ways, and he is so incredibly intelligent. I admit you're a master at it all, right, Lacey? I know he's damn good. I watched a YouTube video. Pepper, Kyle gets those calls too. So much overtime. Oh, there you go. Fish and trips. Seasick on it. Yeah. Revival. I think so too. I think AI is going to eliminate some of that stuff. Sorry, guys. We're just talking about all sorts of stuff today. Plumbers' payday is on Friday and shit rolls downhill. There you go. Holy shit. Trish, yeah, he's holding out on you. See, I love that so many of you are married or you guys do. These are the jobs that people don't think about that make the world. Without these skilled trades, like, oh, dear terms of service. Yeah, that's crazy. He's a licensed electrician and does plumbing too. Duchess, you have a good one too. You have a handy dandy one.
Well, they always say that the car of a mechanic, the personal car of a mechanic, always runs the worst because you don't want to do that shit when you get home from work.
Chico, 200 minimum for a haircut? Lord bless it. I bitch about $20 for a haircut. I thought about that the other day. I've been debating if I should get color in my hair, but it's summertime and it fades so fast, and I hate the maintenance of it. I haven't dyed my hair in years, but I've been debating going back to. I should show you guys a picture of how I used to do my hair. It's super white and then super dark in certain facets, but metal refinishing for almost 30 years. Now you're a professional musician. Metal refinishing, Thor, I bet you have some incredible stories about some of the stuff you've done. You took welding in junior and senior year, then went to nursing school. See, that's amazing, Lacey. I love it when, you know what I think is hot? And no, I'm not into girls. I think female mechanics, like women that can work on motorbikes and like the girls that restore classic cars and shit, that to me yeah. Ah, Patricia, I love that. Portable outhouse company. Oh, yeah, I bet that smelled horrible with the heat here too. Beetlejuice says, I don't know how much clearer I can be, Dr. Tittleberry, but I'm not a fan of the English. What? 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 See, I love this. I love learning about you guys. These chats are my favorite because we get to talk just regular talk like bullshit. Holy shit, Trish, $8 a cut back then. That beauticians. That is a hard job to be on your feet all day fucking long. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like some of y'all I have so much respect for because you stand on your feet, nurses, doctors, attorneys, you know, attorneys get to sit behind a desk some doctors do too. Nurses are on their feet all the time in high stress environments. Beauticians, they become mental health therapists. Like there's so many things. These places are so I see Lacey and throw some tattoos on there. Kyle might lose me. I'm just joking.
There are unions down here, but they're not as nearly as strong as they used to be. Especially down here in Arizona, because there's a lot of people that will work for a lot less. So, like moving from Utah to here, I used to charge $10 a foot to install floor tile, and that was just starting. Here, it starts at $2 a foot.
Did you hear him, Pepper? Sorry, I'm kind of sitting away from him a little bit, but hopefully you're an executive assistant. See, these are the things here in Norway. A haircut was dry and cut and cheap. $45. Wow. Art and music. I left the medical field after 20 years, burnt out. Yep, I can understand that. So before I took the girls on and stuff, I was a deputy treasurer for a county, motor vehicle division and property taxes. I managed a few bars when I was young. I grew up, my mom had 2 restaurants, so I started waiting tables at 11 years old. So I worked 40 hours a week all through high school at a place called Ginny's Burger Ranch in Wofford City, North Dakota. It's been bought and changed names. My mom actually worked for Virginia when I was a toddler. And then I ended up working for Ginny when I was all through high school. I waited tables and prep cooked. And then I managed bars. I was a young mom at 19. I did go to school. I wanted to be a lawyer, an English professor. Talk about ridiculous compared to what you guys hear of me. But those of you that know, I can actually be articulate when I choose to be. I just don't choose to be very often. But
a lot of the things with labor, though, that I tried to explain to a lot of people here was you get what you pay for. You know, I ran into a lot of people saying, well, why do you want to charge this amount when Jose said he would charge me, you know, a quarter of that? And in this situation, you get what you pay for. You know, there's hollow spots in the floor, there's shit that's not lining up, and
Or Ricky.
But some people are out there just charging a lot to be assholes and because they can. But generally speaking, you do get what you pay for when it comes to the trades.
Mental health field is such a hard high turnover rate, extreme stress. Trish, perms. Does anybody get perms anymore? Anybody? I haven't had I haven't seen anybody get perms in a while. My mom used to get kinky perms. I'm a paper pusher, and apparently the therapist for my truck drivers.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Chico. Mechanics back in the day. Yeah, Woodstock, that makes sense. You counseled at-risk youth for 20 years, burnout, then became a geologist. Wow, Debbie, that's incredible. Okay, True Texan, let's not do that stuff because, you know, I will come back with some factual information here that's been going on way before he took office. That's been going on for a long time. Unfortunately, we've had broken systems for a while. I don't know if it is the real one or not. I have no idea. Duchess, I'm strong Norwegian over here too. Hey, Mal. You guys, the exploitation of the elderly here with construction workers and contractors is so high. Yeah. The elderly, the abuse of the elderly, and the contractors that exploit the elderly in Arizona is so ridiculous. Like, they'll start a job, they'll get paid up front for some of it, like their deposit part of the job, they'll never return. It happens so often. Did you give your normal statement? Good work isn't cheap, cheap work isn't good?
Yeah, pretty much. But that's why you got to find somebody that's licensed.
Dear terms of service, yeah, that sounds scary. I'm allergic to eyelash glue, so there's that.
Just find somebody that's licensed. That's the thing. If they're licensed, you have tools that you can use to, if they charge you too much, if they don't do their shit the right way, you can go through it.
Yeah, there's legal ramifications
through the state. But if you try to save some money and get somebody that's not licensed, that's kind of what you get.
The state of Arizona does have really specific rules. Like, when most of you guys know that when we moved here, Kyle had to wait 60 days for his license and everything. And he couldn't even really advertise or do anything because you have to have your numbers. And if you do, like, you can get fined and your license taken and all sorts of shit. And because of crazy people on the internet, we made sure to make sure everything was done the correct way. So, and he's got a website and everything too. You're a child advocate for the courts. I accompany kids who have to testify in Patricia, bless your heart. Like, seriously, that is. I worked with CASA, and I've also worked with a guardian ad litem, and people like you are so special, and I hope you know that and how much they're needed. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. From a mama that has kids that has needed people like you, thank you. True Texan, we do see some of what you're talking about. So I'm not acknowledging, or I'm not saying what you're saying, but it started way before just this presidency. And I'm not putting it on anyone specifically. There has been such a crisis, humanitarian crisis, for quite some time. Shady contractors, yes. Your neighbors just moved to Arizona. Are they snowbirding?
Single women get ripped off a lot too. They do. That's why you need to tell, if you're a single woman or you're just the woman in the household and you're trying to get a contractor, tell them that you're getting other estimates, and check those other estimates with other contractors, because then you'll know. Don't just take the first person.
Did you hear what Kyle said? Yeah, Josie, people are running around like crazy with that today. They're losing their fucking minds. Single women do get ripped off a lot. A lot.
Mark, you're right, but holding contractors accountable if they're not licensed is really, really difficult, because they usually just leave.
They just hightail.
Go to another county, go to another state, another city, whatever. But when you're licensed, there's actual accountability there that you have.
Well, Kyle's licensed and bonded and all of the shit. Like, there's a lot with all of the crap to do it right. It's bad. Handyman too. A lot of people. Oh, pulling permits revival. Yeah, that's a big problem too. Mark, is that across the board? Is that a federal thing or is that statewide? I don't know.
It's probably state.
I'm assuming it's state. You guys, there's so many contractors that exploit and take advantage of.
Yeah, that's the easiest thing to say from as a contractor telling a client, get multiple estimates, do your research on that company. If your board, if your state has something like Arizona has the ROC, the Register of Contractors, you can look up to see if there's been any complaints about these contractors or anything like that. But getting somebody licensed and insured is very important.
We could tell you guys a horror story of what happened to Kyle in Utah. Kyle's been sued. Kyle got sued once by a fucking wealthy fucking big business owner. I'm not going to.
And it sucks because I liked his business. It was part of my world. And I was like, cool, I get to work for you. You're awesome. And then come to find out, this is what, his sixth lawsuit sued against contractors. What he does is he signs these under table contracts with like small contractors
that are just getting started.
He'll wait for like 80 to 85% of the job to get done, and then he came up with something about, I didn't show up, I didn't abide by the schedule, that we didn't even have a schedule. And he said he was going to sue me. So I said, well, then I'm going to put a lien on your house, because that's the only ramification I got. And then he sued us for $12,000, which was above and beyond
He only got $1,100.
Yeah, the small claims court anyway.
He only got it because that's the only part of the job that wasn't completed. Like, he was, and this is how he does it, but he has done it to every fucking contractor. So he has all these unfinished things that he hires people to come in. It was an interesting, and get this, they tried to put me in the lawsuit. This is how shady these people were. We're not married. I have nothing to do with his business. Nothing. They included me on the lawsuit, which got tossed out right away, saying that I owned Kyle's tools. That they tried to sue me too. And they served me in a fucking Amazon package. They sent an Amazon box with an Amazon label they created from their shop, their business. I should blast that motherfucker. I really should. One of these days I should pull that out and show all that, because we have every bit of it. They sent it in a fucking box all taped up, and I was like, where's this Amazon package coming from? What did I order? Yeah. That's how she talk about shady fucking shit.
Yeah,
they're originally from Alabama, Arkansas, somewhere over there. Fucking dinks. Just straight up dinks. Oh, the husband and wife. What pieces of shit.
Mark, you're right. Cottonwood Heights does that.
That was like our first introduction to people in Park City, was that lawsuit. Yeah, it was fucking wild. Just those I've never seen somebody go into a courtroom and lie like that either. The attorney that we actually had was dumbfounded too. It was shocking. It was just fucking shocking. Yeah.
I've never wanted to crawl over a table and rip somebody's fucking spine out of the back of their.
And Kyle had pictures of the entire thing. All of his work was documented. It incredible. Shit ton of work. Shit ton of work that they got.
The bill was only $6,000 for the entire job, and he sued me for 12.
Yeah. Yeah, it was bad. Yep. That was the only time, though. That's the only. And he wasn't even dissatisfied. He just, that's how rich get richer. That's how the rich keep. Fuck him. His business is probably tits up by now, though. Crazy. Just crazy. This is the normal way life works, though. Right, Chico? Yeah, he actually worked for some really good people, though, too. Some really, really good rich people, like really wealthy people that were not shysters, that were really good to their contractors, that were really amazing people. It's such a wide variety. You get people who are just common folk, too, like the rest of us, you know?
I want to go back to what True Texan said.
What?
That's not. Pulling permits is not a government joke. They don't grant all the permits, and when the inspectors come out, they don't spend much time there because they're only checking on a couple things. So in a couple of areas, a couple of counties, pulling permits might be a joke, but all in all, it's a good thing because you keep dumb shits from working on your house that don't know what they're doing.
There's a whole fucking TikTok channel on bad construction and shoddy construction, and people are buying these huge brand new homes. And this home inspector has been detailing some of the homes in Arizona. He's local to us. And how these contractors were ripping people off. Oh, these builders are just, they have to have some sort of regulation on these things. Yeah, Trish, yeah. Yeah, Susie, yeah, there's that.
There's a lot of terrible contractors out there. I mean, hands down, there is.
Fuck, Josie, yeah, you understand.
Yeah, for resale, when you try to go sell your home, if you can't provide permits for the 2,000 square foot addition they just put on your house, you can't add that into the overall price tag of your house. It's got to be permit.
Idaho Charlie says, I got a good one. Local window place. Knew the owners broke into my house to install my windows before cell phone era, but my hell, they knew us and where we. Wow, what the fuck? Yeah, Rainbow, there is a lot. That's crazy, Idaho Charlie. Yep. Yeah, Susie, there's a lot of them. Bad builders, yeah. Oh, Brian, they're protected. Yeah, I had to learn that too. Yeah, permits are a good thing. Yeah, Kyle is very staunch on a lot of stuff. Like people are so here especially. Like there is shit. There's so many jobs. There's so much, but contracting, a lot of people can come in and make money under the table, and there's no regulation behind it. And then you have the shoddy big builders. I should show you guys this one neighborhood that's coming in not far from, it's right by the Mormon temple over here. But that freaking community is, I would say, minimum 5 mil for a home in there. Minimum. And the company, the contractors on it have been sued so many times for shoddy work. Uh-oh, Kyle just shook his head and laughed.
Cash. Seriously.
Oh.
Oh my god. I miss being on here.
Kathy, please. When Cash is on here, I know Cash gives you the best giggles. Kathy P's on road contractors.
It's a really hard thing seeing it as a contractor. And the I've heard horror stories from just about every single client I've had down here of
Yeah.
contractors that take a down payment, they never show up, they never answer their phone, they do shit work, they don't stand behind their work, they won't come back and fix anything. And that's what you get for when you don't get somebody that's licensed. That's what happens. If somebody's actually licensed, there's avenues for you to protect yourself. It's important. But of course, that's where you end up paying, an arm and a leg for anybody.
Yeah. Oh, Duchess. Oh, I'll show you guys some of Kyle's work one of these times, and some of the stuff he's done, and some of the homes some of the just wild shit.
Tell him to go to my website.
Oh yeah, his website. He's got a website. You can go look at it.
Onlyfans.com.
Oh, Kyle's advertising his OnlyFans. Don't worry, ladies. He doesn't have one. Not yet. I might start pimping him out.
Me and my canoe.
Me, him, and his yellow dinghy, and his pineapple shorts. Poor guy. Revival, are you still in here? I gotta tell on Kyle right quick to you. Kyle's mom has a bush. It's called a fire bush. I don't know the technical name of it.
You shouldn't have put a big comma in there.
What?
There was a big.
Oh, yeah, that
big
sounded terrible.
comma.
Okay, never mind. She's got a bush on her property. Okay, there we go. That sounds better. All right. Kyle's mom has this big fire bush on her property. And she needs it trimmed. This sounds terrible. This is really twisted. Thank you for that. For taking this sideways. Right now, I can't even say it without thinking, oh, Lord, where am I going with this?
I'm not the only one that thought that.
It's poisonous. It's a poisonous bush. Kyle has extreme allergies, like extreme allergies. So he thinks he's going to go trim this sucker today. I just don't see that that's a good idea. I told him I would do it. The comments. No, shit. Here we go. This is what happens when Kyle joins the chat.
No cash. It's on the east side of the property.
It's to the east. Doesn't match your dress. God. See what you did there? See what you did? But it's gonna be, this is not gonna turn out good. Y'all know it's gonna be a whole episode of Jackass over here. He's allergic to like everything outside. His allergies are terrible. You guys heard him with the baby elephant walking through the other day. And he's gonna go trim this poisonous bush. I was like, no, I'll do it for you. Gosh, Jesus. It just keeps getting worse. I know. Grab the weed whacker. It's 10 feet away. It sounds like a hospital, right, Lacey Ann? Marcy. God, you guys. You guys wear protection, Kyle. Kyle's going into the bush. Now I'm going to have to videotape him trimming this bush. Kyle only has a baby elephant. Jesus. Oh, Britt. Yes, I need to remember. I've got so much to do. Yes, I will. I will try to remember to do that. Stay away from the poisonous bush. Shit. Okay, that went so south that there's no coming back from that now. Yeah. Dear terms of service, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Kyle's going to end up in the hospital. I don't even know what this bush is, but he's explaining this to me last night. And I was like, am I too high for this shit? What is going on here? Because it was after my edible. And I was like, what is happening? This is such a bad decision.
Oh my God,
Heather. You guys. Ooh. His mom would die too. His mom would be laughing so hard. She'd be like, "What the hell were you guys talking about?"
I even showed her the South Park thing.
Oh Lord. Oh, I'm gonna have to tell her about this today. Look what I got you into today. Oh, it's fucking crazy. Yeah, I think he has to. I'm gonna have to find out what kind of. I'll have to send a picture and find out what kind of bush it is. But I'm like, Kyle, that sounds like a bad idea. Like, you're not doing that. I don't know if the true name of it. What did she actually call it? She calls it a fire bush.
Yeah.
It's some sort of fire thing. Should she or should he? Should Kyle wear a face mask? Chico, does it give any type of like fume or anything? That's the only thing I'm worried about.
Oh, whatever. Fucking chainsaw that bitch out.
He's gonna get the chainsaw.
Stop it, Cash.
Burning bush. Susie, it's something like that. It is. I'll get a picture of it now. I have to because now this is gonna be. Lord bless it. From Kyle advertising his OnlyFans to that conversation, this just went way south. Bushgate 2.0. Oh God. A lot of nose blowing, right? Rentals are a lot of work. A lot of work. I've never seen a bush that eats a chainsaw.
I have.
No fumes. Fumes coming from. Well, you know what I'm talking about, like the not fumes, pollination with a. I don't know what the hell I'm even talking about. I've left. This has gone so south. I can't even keep train of thought right now. Okay, Katie, thank you so much. Thank you. Katie's probably right. Is it a burning bush red twig dogwood? He'll be fine trimming. We have some, and I have bad allergies, and I never have issues trimming them. Okay, thank you, Katie. Katie comes in and says, "Hold on, y'all are gone way out." Ingrown branch. Oh, yeah. Whatever it is it's really. Duchess, I'll take a picture and then you guys can tell me what it is. I'll post it in a little bit. Do you need a chainsaw? Oh, Woodstock. My little one is allergic to grass. Her feet swell instantly when she touches grass. It's crazy. Just irritating because it's acidic. That's interesting, Patricia. Okay. Thank you, Chico. See, keep Kyle's mom's bush out of your mother. Yeah, Katie, it's a really pretty plant. It is. Are there orange blossoms blooming? Oh yeah, we've had fresh oranges, grapefruit, lemons, limes. I have tomatoes already. Is that a bird's nest in the bush? Medicinal use. That's interesting. And insects bite. See? That's really cool, Duchess. I didn't know that. Remove the carpet. Oh my god, you guys. I love how the south this went though. Smells so good too. This is just gardening with nonsense, by the way. Her tomatoes are fake. Yeah, I just glued fake tomatoes to a fake plant. That's it. That's all. Red buds. Oh, I'll show you guys this one. This one I've been watching for days. We have these little suckers. They don't bother anybody though. I love them though. They're so pretty. These little bushes, whatever they got these little berry things, but they're really pretty. But look at this one. I don't know what somebody said, but Kyle's laughing. What? Oh my gosh, to your terms of service. Okay, whatever this one is, look how tall these are getting. These new. sprouts off of this or whatever. Don't mind my pool trees. But they're getting tall. I'm not really sure what they're going to do, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here. The dinghy. There's Kyle's dinghy. He trimmed our little palm the other day. It got a haircut. This is the one we love. He cut that one down. I showed you guys that the other day, finally, the dead one. But some of them are Arizona plants and stuff are so different than what I'm used to. If you have a burning bush, you might want to see a doctor. True. A bird in the hand is with two in the bush. Well, now you guys have all had your... Is that a fake bush? Do you have a fake bush? Copenhagen Castle on Camelback Mountain. Do you know anything about that? I've never even heard of that, Brian.
I know where Camelback Mountain is.
Cacti bloom, yes. Yeah, Kate, it's really interesting. Okay, it's that time of year again. We sprayed yesterday. I didn't have the guts to hunt last night. Well, not the guts. I just didn't have the desire to. But I will be doing. They're here. They're definitely here. You have 3 in your yard too. Oh, that's right. You're on the coast too. See, I've never been to the East Coast. Never been. The furthest I've been is Texas, Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, Ohio.
Yes, we got tons of black lights.
Oh yeah. Beautiful. I'm going to have to look it up. Deer penis. A butterfly moth. I haven't. I don't think. Oh yeah, we have lots of black lights. Yeah, I have videos on here. Yeah, we upped it this year though. You want to see my new toy? You guys want to see the new toy that I'm going to use for him? Ta-da! I got my black light ready, my torch ready, my golf club and my baseball bat. That's all I need.
I got this.
Oh yeah, we have a ton of geckos. We have a ton of little lizards all over the place. They're always on there. Yes. Fire. Yep, we're going to torch them. Absolutely. Kyle will scream in the background while I light him up. He'll hold the camera. He's my cameraman while I get in there. Yes. Lacey, probably tonight. The neighbors found some, and we sprayed yesterday, so it shoves them out. It, like, pushes them away, so tonight should be perfect. Is that torch how Kyle's going to trim his mom's bush?
Oh, my God.
Oh, Lord. Oh, yeah. Yep. If you have closed-toed shoes, you have to shake them out. We found one scorpion, one dead one in the house, and one live one on the girls' shower curtain, and that caused a whole chaotic scene. That was scary, though. That sucker was big, and it was just, yeah, that was a little weird, but we will do scorpion hunting.
Shut up, gosh. You did not talk to him.
She moved back east. I just started lighting them up. I thought they were lying to me. I need to go back and look at the last count from last year. We were over 30. We were in the 30s, if I remember correctly, that I had killed.
Ricky found 80
This year?
last year.
Well, they were here for the main part of the summer.
We still found a lot.
We found a lot. Yeah. Yeah, there was one on the shower curtain. Yeah. Yeah. We will. Gosh. I've not seen one snake or tarantulas. It's mating season. Yep. They're all over. Oh, Kyle doesn't really care for the scorpions, but they're quite intriguing. I don't like the little ones. The little ones scare me. Okay, these ones don't seem to jump. Wait, sewer roaches? What the fuck is a sewer roach?
We're not in Jersey. We're in Arizona.
What is a... Nope, haven't. Oh, you guys. I would take tarantulas. We found... I had that pretty big spider back here that day.
Fuck no. I hate those things.
Kyle's Mr. Fix-It over here. I am the pest control. I don't do rodent control. Kenzie does that. Kyle will help with rodent control if he has to. We had mice in our garage. We had rats that would eat my garden in Utah, and they were massive, like huge old rats, big old suckers, and that was so scary. I'm deathly afraid of mice and rats. Deathly, like that's heart attack given. But Kyle hates spiders. I don't mind them whatsoever. So every time there's a spider or something, I'm on duty. Scorpion, same thing. Like, I handle all the creepy crawly things. He handles all the Mr. Fix-It things. We make a good team. Scorpions carry their babies on their backs. Did you guys know that? Yeah, no, thank you. Nope. Mm-mm. Oh, the lizards are all over. I'll do some videos. I don't see any right this second, but there's always some on our back wall. They're all over here. They don't bother nobody. Kenzie, did Kenzie catch one the other day, or did she miss
What?
the lizard?
Yeah, right. She's not gonna be able to catch one of those.
Kenzie always tries to catch them, but she's not been successful yet. She's too slow. They're fast. Yeah, we are very dry here, so we don't have. I've never heard of. Look. They come up the drains. We don't have roaches, really. I've seen a couple outside, but that's it. Deal with mosquitoes, yeah. Oh, did you guys see the snake that made the news on top of the salon in Tennessee? I think it was. I think they called it a rat snake. Oh. Okay, me, I have horror stories about that. Hey, Smiles. Bats scare me too. Okay, I've told this story before, so for those of you that have heard it, tune out. But Kenzie tried killing me one time, literally tried killing me. We had mice in our garage, and when we lived in Washington State, and they were coming in for my garden produce because I was drying tomatoes or redding tomatoes. I had green tomatoes and drying my onions out. So they were trying to get in the garage, and of course it was an older home and they could get in. So we knew. So somehow somebody had the bright idea of putting sticky traps out. Sticky traps are no good. They don't kill them. And I have no use for them. Well, this little sucker got stuck in a sticky trap halfway on it. So it was right under the ledge where you step out of like the laundry room into the garage, that door right there, and you step down. It was right under the step. It had worked its way over, and it was like squealing like no other. So what does my dumb ass do? I grabbed a baseball bat because I was going to take care of that sucker and put it out of its misery. The baseball bat got stuck to the sticky trap, not the mouse. So I proceeded to end up in the middle of the freaking garage, standing on a chair, screaming bloody murder because I had a mouse stuck to a sticky trap on a baseball bat, swinging it around. And then I finally got rid of it, and it went right between me. The only entrance back to the house was between the chair, and I had to go buy the mouse again, and it was still it was a whole disaster area. And I was hollering for Kenzie's help, and all she could do was laugh. She didn't come save me. All she had to do was open the garage door to let me out. She didn't do that. She left me in there and thought it was just the most The best thing ever. She tried killing me with that mouse. But do not ever use a baseball bat with a sticky trap. I'm just telling you, you're going to have a disaster. Sticky traps are the devil. Fucking epic fail. Claire, I did. That's why people I'm old out here, you know. I don't blame anybody for my health issues or anything, but I got heart issues. I got a pacemaker for a reason. My God, like jump scares of profile pictures, fucking mice. Like, you guys got to take it easy on my old ass. Just giving you shit. Not blaming anybody for my shit. But seriously, y'all gonna off me with mouse. My own kid's gonna off me with a mouse. What happened to Becky? Died by mousing. What's this? Yeah. Oh, are those the things that make the noise, Smiles? The really loud noise? Oh, yeah, no. 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 Don't go near it. Ugh. Kathy, isn't that the bug, the palmetto bugs? Isn't that the bugs that drive you nuts too? I think that's the ones. Stink bugs don't bother me. We don't have many here. Oh, yeah, Claire, I'm sure. No, no mice welcome in this house. Oh, yeah, right, Lacey, I find it to be, yeah, they're running all over, throwing fits about that. We are getting the 13-year and 17-year. What's that mean, Smiles?
There's 2 different life cycles, and they're both going to hit at the same time this year.
How did you know that?
It's all over TikTok. Duh.
Oh, well, see? Duh. June bugs. Water bugs. It's supposed to be like the... How do you pronounce it, babe? What? Cicada? Okay. I can't with those darn ass big roaches on steroids. You have a stink bug story? It's going to be awful. What? Are they the loud ones? I think I only have heard them in Texas when I went to visit my mom one time. Oh. Oh, hell no, Woodstock. Fuck, stink bugs. Heather, or Brett, sorry. Do your kids like roly-poly-olies? Anybody else have the little roly-polies that your kids like to collect? Okay, so it's... Smiles, right? Duh. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, no. Ew. No, thank you. Yeah, you guys can keep all those. I don't think we have them here. Do we have them here, babe? A roly-poly? My girls used to collect them, and they would put them in these little purses and stuff when they'd go outside, and then all of a sudden you'd see them crawling up the wall, and I'd realize, oh, fuck, they brought them in the house with them. Sure as shit. They made little beds for them, and next thing you know, there were little roly-polies crawling up the wall. Ugh, so many times. When they say, have kids, it's a blast. It'll be the best decision you make. They don't prepare you for bugs and gross things that they're all going to get. I mean, we all did it too, but come on now. Oh no. We do have quite a few ants here. Yeah, stink bugs have that little weird smell. Like a really stale, gross smell. I don't know if I've ever seen a palmetto bug, truthfully. No, Vic. Ew. Inchworms. I love worms. I used to love going and digging for worms to go fishing. Yes. Smiles, they're so weird. You don't like bugs? Roly poly fire ants. No thanks. Nope. No, thank you. No fire ants. All right, y'all. I think we've been on here. I've been on here for almost 3 hours just BSing with you guys this morning. Everybody's up in the household, so now I can get laundry going and everything happening around here. I got to feed the baby in 45 minutes. But thank you guys for keeping me company this morning and just BSing with me. And Kyle got up and joined us. No, Kathy P, I'm good with that. I will film the Bush incident. So we have video evidence because between the swinger stories about Kyle and his pineapple shorts and his little yellow dinghy and his OnlyFans and now the Bush talk, we're kind of headed down a slippery slope, and that didn't add to it very well right there.
And we'll probably need that for the hospital staff too after I get done what I'm doing with the Bush.
Kyle's.
Thanks, Rosie.
Why are you in the hospital today? I fought the Bush and the Bush won. Oh, that would be my story. I was actually having a conversation last night. I realized I've never had to call. Well, I have had to call the 911 and the ambulance for random people in my life, but not like ones that were like dealing with my incidents. I've always been the patient in ambulances, unfortunately. But I was asking questions last night about different things, and I was cracking up because it just there were some stories that were coming out that I was laughing, not like at people's worst times, but just some people's experiences about what they've had happen when EMTs arrive and like compromising positions and shit. Yeah, it took on its whole other life. Kyle's dinghy or poison fire bush. Oh, Andy, you know he won't care. Which one, Rainbow Mom? Which live stream? I probably didn't catch the ones you guys. I checked out. I listened to Deets for a little bit, Queen Bee, and then I checked out. Well, that's not true. I did go in another one. That's where we were having the conversations about. I will Woodstock. I'll Google a palmetto bug. Yes, Lacey, he did. Yeah, unfortunately, he did. Are you talking about Deets? Yeah, okay. Yeah. I didn't catch all of it, but they were telling me in the comments some of the stuff that happened after I left. So I'm going to have to go. I don't know who Funk is. Frank, I think must have been the name, but Funk. I need to go see what that was about. Unfortunately, Lacey, yeah. When they're ready and want to, we'll go through and talk about it more. Just what a fucking disgusting mess. It's such a formality. Like I realized, I think going through the hearing and other people in here, the comments were there too. The hearing itself went good. I was so proud of the people who talked, but there was like 22 different cases that day. I think I don't remember the total number at the time. There was a lot, and we were closer to the end of it, and listening to the families and the people opposing them and the people in support and stuff was very wild to listen to. I mean, there was people who were released, kidnapped and raped 5-year-olds, brutal murderers, and the whole hearing process was it's like a formality. It's such a buffer thing. It seemed like they had their minds made up going into it. Nothing seemed to get changed or reversed. It's the whole process is just mind-blowing in itself. It's truthfully, it's unfair to the victims, truthfully, on all aspects. And I have a lot of questions about like how this board is chosen and everything. Oh, Smiles, it's so good to see you. Oh, Woodstock, thank you guys for hanging out with me and just goofing off with me. Oh, Brett, I can't wait to see it. I do the same thing. But yeah, that hearing was rough. That hearing was rough. And it's, Duchess, it's so good that you're back. I hope you are feeling better too. I'm glad you had a good weekend away. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'm sure I will see you this week. Oh, please, you guys remember too, if you see a Duchess clone, they're cloning pretty much all of us, every single one of us. So if you see comments in a comment section from, we know of two of mine that are running around. Kyle will probably get cloned. The only chat you guys will ever see Kyle in is mine. That's the only place he ever comments. He might comment on Brittany's posts. I think you've commented over there once, maybe once or twice, but there's only certain places like Kyle will watch with me, but he doesn't comment. If he's there, I will make sure people know, but he'll be cloned too. We saw that before.
I don't. The only other thing I do on YouTube is how-to videos, so I don't watch anybody.
Yeah, he doesn't partake or anything. So if you see any of that, if you see Duchess, Kathy, anybody, you guys, and it's weird comments that they don't normally make, it's 9 times out of 10 a clone. So just beware of that right now. It's really bad. Okay, perfect, Kathy. You want to drop your link, Kathy, if you can for me? Marcy, it was a good chat. Thank you guys for all hanging out with me. I love these are the things I love to do. Just talk with you guys about random shit. Yeah, Lacey, I do too. I feel like it's him and a few other people, but I think people are taking his lead and doing that stupid shit. Of course. Are you fucking kidding, Revival? Is that really the number? Oh, I know you're being serious. What the actual fuck? Oh, I hate that number. I hate that number right now. Hey, Janice. All right, y'all. Have a great day. I will see you guys around. And if I go scorpion hunting tonight, I'll try to give you an update. I'll check the premises before so nobody comes in here that has arachnophobia issues. But if you want to see some of those two, they're in my shorts or on my timeline. They might be on my other page too. I can't remember which one I did most of it on. But we'll do it again. So see you all later. Yeah, dear terms of service. Yes. Please make sure everybody check the clones for sure. All right. Have a great day, y'all. I will keep you posted on the bush trimming. Bye.